We're live somewhere, hopefully. Let's see. Are we live on YouTube? Where's my linky?
I found the link. I already instant like and shared my Discord.
Awesome. Copy. I'm just going to put it to a few places. Actually, I'm going to put it to one place with like 50,000 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I realize I can. One of the groups, some of the groups are real sketchy and, about posting, but yeah, this one I know I can. But first, let's post it into ours. Hey, 404.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Ryan posted the 400 graphic. Tiniest little 400 at the bottom.
Yeah.
I was looking like, what is he doing? And I go, oh, there's a 400 down there in like a color that's hard to see. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll just leave it alone.
Hey, Master J, how's it going?
I don't do web design.
Yeah, I do like playing with the graphics. Master J's in the house.
You probably got the link from the Discord. I just posted it.
Oh, really? All right. I just want to spam a couple more of my favorite groups. Let's see.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to search.
Getting all these notifications.
It's funny. I always get Facebook notifications. I never get the YouTube ones, though.
Yeah, it's really weird. I just don't bother doing notifications anymore because of that.
Well, it's funny. And then sometimes I'll literally get a notification from YouTube like 3 days down the road. Seriously. I'll be at work. I'll get, you hear the noise, check, and it's like 3 days ago. Like, wow. Yeah,
it is so hit or miss on these notifications. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, I just posted the crazy AFOLs. 34,000. So it'd be nice if a few come, say hi. And I want to get just a few more. Oh, there we go.
So Ryan, you know how I was playing the Ninjago movie video game trying to find all those gold bricks?
Yeah.
One of the levels, it's bugged. It won't let me do the things like you have to hit 5 of these little items throughout the level.
Yeah.
I get 4 out of 5. Then the 5th one, it hits, but it doesn't register, and it just disappears.
Ouch.
I've tried rebooting the game so many times. I'm like, is it the save file? It's going to be annoying.
That's actually a game. Like, I know Nathan would love to play that, but
oh yeah,
might have to check like EB Games for a used one because I can't find it new anymore on the Switch.
Well, on Steam, all the games are like 70 to 75% off. So, I don't know. I mean, like I went out of my way to go to my 7-Eleven nearby me just to get a $20 Steam gift card, and I got like 2 games just because they were on sale, and I was like, I don't mind paying that price compared to regular.
Oh yeah.
So
it's nice to have the cartridges, but I know like I could probably go on the Nintendo shop and probably buy it there. So, but I don't know. At the end of the day, it's kind of nice to have the cartridge.
Oh yeah, for sure, I get that.
Yeah, well, especially if you're collecting. I mean. All right, I'm done.
Actually, now watching you play it, I'm like, oh, I bet you'd have a blast because it's more in depth, I guess you could say, than other Lego games. Like it.
Yeah, the Lego games nowadays are a lot more in depth. The only issue for me is on playing on PC is that like you're playing with that WASD and HJK. It, like for me, is kind of difficult because you press one button and it does another thing, and it just gets frustrating because it's not simple for you to figure out what you need to do to get to from point A to point B. That's for me at least.
I'm sorry. And which game is this?
Ninjago movie.
Oh, I can't say I've touched that. I've played one of the Star Wars ones and a Harry Potter Lego. To me, the mechanics are all basically the same.
Yeah. I got the Ninjago movie video game last summer because there's like this promotion that Lego was doing. We're like, yeah, we're going to give away this game for free. Like people can download it for free because everybody's stuck at home. So it's our gift to the world, I guess. And I was like, I'm gonna jump on this.
No, it's cool.
And it costs like what, $40 to get it, something like that.
Yeah. No, I love free games. My daughter's got the Switch, so I'm always encouraging her look for either the super cheap deals because they're always coming around on Switch.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's even the free options, and plus you got the Super NES and the NES virtual consoles, and it's like, so they're always bringing some classics, and it's like
Oh
keep
yeah.
up on it. It's free games. What's the worst that can happen? You don't like it, then you don't play it. Awesome. Who wants to go first? Oh wow!
I don't know.
Don't all run up.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is interesting. So, my wife is now kind of addicted to Lego. Go figure. She's now bought more than I have this year. And not only that, she did something I never did, although I imagine everyone else is doing this. I've never been able to get my Lego store to hold for me, no matter how much I bought. I say, hey, I bought this much this month or last month or whatever. They won't hold squat for me. They say, oh, we can't hold. Even if I'm 10 minutes away, they won't hold for me, which pisses me off to no end. I mean, I've never missed out because of it, but it drives me crazy. And I keep trying. Maybe it's mostly because I get the manager. But anyway, under COVID, where it's curbside pickup at my Lego store, you can't go in. They don't even want you in the mall. You call in, you tell them what you want. You don't pay yet. You pull up, you get one of like 10 parking spaces at our local mall at Yorkdale, and then you email the I love it. You email the Lego store. This is what my wife went through, and then they bill you, and then 10 minutes later they walk from the middle of the mall all the way out to outside the mall, and hand the bag over. Now it's kind of cool because I'm in the car. I had just literally gotten off work, and I told my wife, if you only got 20 minutes, you better hurry up, come downstairs, and we'll race over to Yorkdale to the mall. So we head over there, and so the employee had walked behind my car, so they saw the little Lego heads I got on my rear windshield. Oh, that's so cute, this and that, because I got a big Lego head, a male one, I got a female one with eyelashes, and then a little one that I customized. I cut little eyelashes for my daughter. She goes, oh, that's so cute. You got 3 of them. Actually, I got 4. I put the extra one on the front windshield. I wasn't going to waste it. I ordered this stuff from China 2 years ago. I wasn't going to waste it. But it's like, that was an interesting experience and not bad. And of course, they had stuff in the store that is sold out online. So it's like, cool. So this is what my wife ordered for her, by the way. I mean, I might end up building one of them, but so our new additions, let's see. The little Valentine's bear, holiday bear, seasonal bear. Just a brickhead, I guess. Oh, it's just a regular brickhead, right? Yeah.
Looks familiar.
And as you can see, there's a theme going on. She's liking the brickheads. Chick, whatever. And this one. So she picked that up because she really thought it was cute. Now, when we got the bag, I go, shouldn't you get the promo, And she goes, what promo? I go, $40 or something, because this is, give or take, $40 or $42. Sorry. And she goes, oh, but okay, it's okay, because I already got it. And I go, what do you mean you already got it? And she goes, well, FedEx. It dropped by the same day. So this is what I don't know. But actually, I'll hold that. Who wants to go next? This way I have something to end with.
I'll show off. I got that. This I already opened.
Here, I'll make it full screen here. Or what we can do is how about we swap you out? There we go.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Hey, wait a second. I thought you got that one last week. Didn't you get him last week? Oh, you're hooked. Wait a second.
It's
The
the
heads
other.
are different.
Oh. Okay, so which one is the correct one for the celebration?
I believe the one on the
Or are they both? Or are
right.
they both correct? Because I know
They both are correct.
because one was released with the book, and then one was a re-release.
I think the one with the pupils is the re-release. I think.
That probably
Yeah.
makes sense because it would be newer.
So I just
Pupils
ended up.
would be newer.
I was buying some pieces to finish actually the set I showed you guys the other night, and they had it, and I was like, "Huh, oh well, whatever." Add to cart. So I got those,
Nice.
and then with another bricks order, I come across him.
Oh, that's funny because I showed him off last time, I think. Oh no,
think
I
so,
showed him
yeah.
off on Jacob's stream when I was going
Yeah.
through figures. Yeah. Wicked. And I've actually
Yeah.
got one that's incorrect for that too. That was one of those
Interesting.
shenanigans where I'd ordered it and the guy sent me like the wrong legs or something and the wrong hair piece. It was just a whole bunch of shenanigans. I went through 2 or 3. It was just horrible. You know, that's why I really don't want to buy any more loose figures. I just don't want the trouble anymore. I mean, I've gotten so many pieces in the mail in a regular envelope to fix figure problems. It's like, I'm just so done with it. And then I had one where the fixed head, I don't know who stepped on it, if it was Canada Post or if it was the guy sending it to me, but that was crushed.
Oh.
And it's like I had to sit there. Okay, the thing was only like $1.07 if I bought a new one. It's like, am I going to hit this guy up yet again and say, hey, you sent me a broken one? Because I don't know if he was. I know he was a little miffed with me with all the issues we were having, and I didn't want to hit him up yet again. I ended up because that was like the second or third time around with the same guy, but only the second time with that figure. And it's like, you know what? I'm just kind of done with him, and I'll just order it from another guy I'm ordering stuff from, and had a lot less issues, you know. But yeah, it's such a pain sometimes. Even when you find the best guys, you end up with human error, and that's okay. I mean, shit happens. But then when it happens on the resend, like where they were supposed to fix it, like they didn't give a shit enough to fix it properly, that bothers me a lot. Oh yeah, I'll send you another one right away. Yeah, and a week later you get it, and it's like it's still wrong, buddy. You know, and you're supposed to be the expert here. You're the seller. And then you hear some of the stuff like, I literally had one guy tell me, "Oh, I have bad lighting." And you know how I feel about lighting, and lighting is very important, but it's like,
Yeah.
come on, that's your excuse? You selling this stuff and you got bad lights? I mean, that's so weak. I don't know. Maybe I'm too picky. But that's my little rant on. There's a mini fig addiction. Actually, that'd be a good name for a channel or a site or something. If it's not already taken. What you got, Jacob? Something new and interesting?
Ryan knows because he watched my video for sure. Of the me going to the brick bin.
Okay, so I did, and I saw the one or two that you picked off the shelf.
Yeah.
You actually walked out with them?
Yeah, I wasn't lying. So we got semi-squash box Brickheads B.
Okay.
Impulse, but it's Brickheads and retired, and so that was the.
Was it actually retired?
Yeah, I think 2017.
Oh, okay. My wife
just
built that a little while ago, so that's cool.
Here, let me pull up the set number. Pretty sure it's 2017. 2018, I'm close.
Okay.
So. Yeah, sealed. So I was like, yeah, why not? And I paid retail. For this, basically.
That's pretty good. If you can get retired for retail or near retail, that's pretty good.
Yeah, well, I mean, like if you add the tax within, it would be retail, but still. And then this one, again, retail.
Yeah, when you picked that up, I went, oh, that's so cool.
I wanted to get the Lego System one, but I didn't have enough cash if I was going to do what I'm going to do on Monday. So I had to pass on that one because there was a Lego System that was sealed that was from 1998. And I was tempted because he was asking 65. I was like, that's more than reasonable because, it's probably decently old in my terms. But I don't know. I'm probably gonna leave it up to chance. If I go there again, it's still there. Maybe I'll pick it up. But yeah, the reason I got this is because it comes with an Elemental Master from the Ninjago TV show.
Yeah,
And
you were mentioning that in the video, and it's like,
yeah,
he's picking that up for sure.
yeah, because they in the Ultra Agents theme they use a total of 2 Elemental Masters in it, and this is one of them. The other one is in a $25 set. And I have to hunt that down. I might just ask the guy who runs the Brick Bin if he has it somewhere and see if he's willing to sell that to me. Then my mom, she went thrift store hunting and she found this for $5.
What is
From
it?
2013, a minifigure water bottle.
Oh,
No.
that is so cool.
So I was like, whatever. And then I just got a parts order, which I hope was correct because I talked to the guy on the phone and it should be the right parts I need to repair a set. That's more or less all there is for me. I mean, like,
Nice.
until Monday.
You want to open it, or are you going to leave it sealed up?
The 2 sets I might do for stream tomorrow because they're pretty large, but I can repair. I won't mind opening this up for this stream repair, chill, that kind of stuff. I don't know what the plan is, but yeah.
Hey, Mama Lego. I know I put it up, but I didn't acknowledge.
Oh yeah.
So that Ultra Agents, was that like a crossover theme with Ninjago?
Technically, I mean, like it's its own theme, but like, the only crossover thing is that they took the Elemental Master characters from the Ninjago show and put them in minifigure form in the Ultra Agents sets only. If that makes
Ultra Agents isn't older?
No, newer.
Sure.
Newer.
It's newer. Okay.
Yeah, and I paid retail for that set as well. So
I did like that store. That was pretty cool.
What year is that set from?
I want to say 2015, but I can pull that up here. So no one's settings 3.
There was some interesting sets in that Ultra Agents. Just nothing I got into.
14,
and of course,
yeah.
You know, by the time I saw it, it's like, oh, okay, this is cool, but nothing I wanted to get into because I was just so hardcore Star Wars when I got back into Lego.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a while to start branching out and trying other stuff. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm dying to see what's in this.
You want to make that full screen? I don't know.
So, like I said, my wife's not bought me Lego. She's given me money. She's never. So, let's see. And so, she didn't use my VIP, but apparently that's not a big deal. I don't even care anymore. And I'm trying to think. But this stuff she applied to my VIP apparently when they had asked her, do you have? And she gave them my email. So apparently that contributes to my VIP. Don't cut my hand. Can you imagine the blood on my white desk? That blood is just going to be like, it's going to pop so much.
Yeah.
Especially since I screw with the saturation levels. Like, all right, so
I want to say it's going to be Brickheads or Marvel. I don't know. That's just my guess.
Okay, so that was the $40 promo. The Friends Flower, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's good. So she at least got that. No one needs to see that. Aha. Let's see. Oh. Okay, I'm assuming that's not for me. I like the Brickheads. I think they're cute, but yeah. So that's sheep. What is that is that a special theme or something, or just?
Nah, it's supposed to be Easter of last year.
Really? Well, I guess the eggs. I guess. What's the sheep got to do with it?
I don't know. It's the 100th one too, which is kind of odd.
Okay. So she thought that was cute, but
they had that for sale.
Oh yeah, in the store, yeah, and it's old too.
That's
Yeah.
that was a gift for purchase a couple years ago.
2018.
Yeah, I think I have one of those.
Well, that's it.
Oh yeah, I
can,
own it too.
I know I can
Just-
probably reach over to get it, probably.
I didn't know that they were still selling the old promos still.
Oh, actually, there's a lot of that kind of stuff in our local stores. The thing is, I don't go to them. But I bet you I can pull it up easy enough. Because I'm convinced I have that somewhere.
Most of our stores,
Yep.
they reopened actually today, 25% capacity.
Yeah, see? So I didn't have to go far. I got it buried behind the... Here, I'll just show that off. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Very few people have that. That was the SDCC. Super duper exclusive. Anyway, so what else is in the magic box? Okay, there's one left. Oh, jeez, you know, it's so small. There's got to be another. Oh, cool. Okay, this one's up my alley. All right, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Bubble, and I got another one of these awesome boxes. All right, Shazam. Yeah. No, I'm good. This is the one where last week, you know, me and my family were arguing. Oh, they thought I had it. I think they thought I had it because I have the Luke Skywalker and Yoda brickhead in the display cabinet. But no, this is so cool. Because this thing was sold out on and off, you know. And every time I wanted it, it's like, And I thought I had it at one point. It's like, I can't find it. And I had updated all my stuff, and it's like, where is it if I bought it? So that's kind of cool. So my wife bought this for me, and she ended up getting at least one promo. I technically could probably get Lego to send me another promo
Okay.
on this if I bother, I guess. But, I mean, really? For another one of those. She'll build this one, and that's okay. Little trinket box. Kind of, sort of. These are neat, though. I tell you, though. Mandalorian. Did you hear about the...
Sure,
yeah, I guess everyone has, right? So, I mean...
Does everyone own the Walker?
Yeah.
Apparently the price of the minifigures shot up a bunch.
Already?
Or a bunch. Well, I read an Instagram story and it said in the morning it was $7, and then when the news broke out it was like 27 or something like that.
Oh, boy.
For just the figure.
Any excuse to jack up the price.
Yeah.
But, yeah. That's pretty cool. Hey, lots of
I want it. I
Sorry?
want them. I want those.
All of them?
Well, I could do without the 2 Valentine's bears and the Friends set, and basically I just want the three brickheads that I don't have.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear now. She's pretty hooked on the brickheads. Like, we got all the Christmas ones, and then she's built a few of the other seasonal. I'll know when she's really hooked when she asks, is there any other old ones? It's like, then I know I'm in trouble. Then Brad or someone else will start making money off me. So that's kind of cool. I like to see them pump out a lot more Star Wars ones. Oh yeah, back to that Carrie Dune though. See, I've been following her story for the last month and a half with people just jumping on her back for a lot of her personal views, and I don't really. I mean, Twitter is not a thing I really care about. The only thing I post to Twitter is Lego updates, and it's just there for social media. So I don't give a crap about Twitter or people on Twitter or what they say on Twitter. But you know, to watch people who would just live their lives on Twitter want to tear someone else apart and then take away their job or their livelihood because their opinion differs, or they say something out of context, or maybe they say something that really makes them sound like a whack job. Okay, so what? Just delete and don't read their posts. I mean...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, continue on.
I mean, I have cable. I've got Rogers cable, and I barely watch it. I don't like what's on most of it, so I just don't watch it. My wife does. That's why we still have it. I'm not going to crap all over the Rogers because I don't like it. I just won't watch it. And it's like, if I don't think that what, that MMA fighter, can't remember her name all of a sudden, says about something like masks or whatever, okay, so I don't read her posts. I like what she does on TV, so I can still, I'm still cool with that. I can separate the two. I can separate what what they do as a profession versus their personal life. Who cares? And it's just to watch people try and rip her apart. And finally, Disney felt a squeeze and made a jump. And it's like, okay, fine, I get it. But it's just such horseshit. And of course, now she's got a new movie deal with someone else, which a movie deal will pay more and probably have less work than what she was doing on the TV show because she had to be present for a whole lot of time sitting around doing nothing
Yeah.
for her small little walk-on parts. Whereas, if she has a secondary major role in a movie, great. Good on her. And now Disney's stocks have tanked a little. There's been 2 days of massive cancellations on the Disney Plus service. People are outraged that Disney has taken this action against her. And the thing is, I know a lot of the news articles out there say she was fired. She wasn't fired. They did not renew. I mean, it's effectively the same, but the thing is, they were on year to year anyway. All of them were. Everyone involved in that show gave them options. Like, we still don't know the truth about season 3. We don't know if the Boba Fett is the new thing because Pedro Pasquale, he's done some whacked out stuff on Twitter, and he's got some views that Disney and a few other people don't necessarily agree with. And he actually allegedly had some issues during the second season where he really didn't want to wear that helmet anymore. And it's like, dude, you took the job. The job is wearing the helmet. That's the gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they wrote it into the mythos of the character. That's the gimmick. Oh, I don't do anything without the helmet. I don't procreate. I don't eat. I don't do anything without the helmet on. And I know there was some trouble. I mean, it was blown out of proportion and exaggerated by the media, but it's like, oh, he quit and walked off the set. Nah. He threw a hissy fit. That's what stars do. And he got to take off his helmet twice in the season, right? I mean, in the most recent season.
I didn't like that.
Well, him
Where
taking
it was the whole thing, he doesn't take it off, and then he does. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
But he wants his face out there, and I get that. I do. Look at the guy who played Darth Vader in the 3 movies. He did 95% of all the stuff in the costume, and he got screwed out of the one scene where he got to take the helmet off. They used another actor on another soundstage 5 minutes away that would do that scene in Return of the Jedi where Luke is holding Vader and they're taking off the helmet and the redemption of Vader scene, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the original actor who played Vader in the 3 movies, he's kicking ass, doing whatever, walking or doing whatever cut scenes they gotta do. And it's like he doesn't even know he's getting screwed out of the one time he's going to get to take the mask off and show his face. It's like, I get it. Actors want to be seen, but Pedro,
especially when he never gets seen and he never gets heard because they don't use his voice either.
And they didn't even. And that was the other thing. That was the other smack in the face. They didn't even use his voice. I mean, they used James Earl Jones. I would go in a different direction. Let's take this English bodybuilder who's this tall, and let's use the voice of a middle-aged great orator, black man from the South in the States. Okay, I still wouldn't have anyone else do it because that is the voice of Vader, and that's what we know. But it's like, poor guy. I mean, screwed upon screwed upon screwed.
Have either of you seen the Big Bang Theory episode where they had James Earl Jones and Sheldon?
Yes.
So James Earl Jones is in the Cheesecake Factory. He's like Let me guess. You like Star Wars. You know what? I like Star Wars too.
Yeah.
Then they go play Knock Knock Ginger at Carrie Fisher's. That's hilarious.
I hope he does, because as far as I know, he got residuals every time. Every time that his movies
It
get
was
played.
great.
It's okay, Brad. I got you on speed dial.
Yeah.
Plus, my wife appreciates the last time you gave me deals on Brickheads. That's where most of my Christmas ones came from. You, buddy, you did this. You gave me that great deal when I came to your house for that. I think it was one of your early yard sales. A&A Hobbies. Yeah, it's just a little couple bag.
So I've got a shelf above my window right now, and it's a big, long board, and all I can think of is this needs to be filled up with brickheads.
You know what's cool for Brickheads? There's a baseball bat collector's box. It's not cheap. Michael sells it, I think. Other stores have similar ones, of course. But when you can
Okay.
find it on sale, or you get the 50% off type coupons in the email from Michael's, those baseball bat collector boxes are great for Brickheads. Seriously, you can hang them up. Yeah, the shot glass, is that good for the display? Is that good for the Brickheads?
Yeah, that's what I got just above my head here.
Okay.
It almost fit perfectly. There's a couple that I had to just change the way their blaster is because it would stick out a little too far. For the most part, they work good.
Brad's humble guy. It's true. It's damn true. Oh my goodness. This is cool. I'm gonna have some fun with this though. They put a lot of detail into this guy.
That's what I want, but I'm probably going to wait until May 4th promos just to get it.
Now, I don't know if you're into manga or anime stuff or, all that Japanese cartoons. The Chinese Brickheads, like some of the piece counts, like this is 295 for these two, right? 295 pieces. I've seen them be 250 to 300 pieces for some because they such elaborate hairstyles and spikes and all that you see on those characters. Oh, Mom, I haven't seen your video yet.
Yeah, I liked it. I watched it. I liked it.
I seen one video today, and then I jumped on Jazz's stream because I was out in and out today. I decided I have to get up more on my Fridays since I don't do anything other than sleep and watch YouTube. It's like, grab my daughter, we're going out. She goes, where? I go, I don't care, we're going out. But Dad, nothing's open. I go, well, yeah, Superstore's open, Walmart's open. Did some searching, found no deals, nothing, or at least, okay, nothing I was willing to spend a nickel on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Great Canadian Superstore sometimes has a few deals, at least locally for me. But yeah, even Walmart had squat for me. And I wasn't going to scan everything, but there was nothing obvious and nothing I could discern that was worth my time playing with. Plus, the shelves are getting a little bare. I'm not seeing the quick restock. It's been trickling in slow.
Yeah, I haven't been in our Superstore in probably January of last year. Probably.
Oh wow.
Just never. We don't grocery shop there at all, so I have no other reason to go there.
Well, I've become quite the hermit. So like, me and my daughter were sitting there. Like the last time her and me went out shopping was probably Christmas shopping for my wife. So it's clearly I'm doing a good job of doing that stay home and isolate crap, doing my part.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't feel like going out anyway. I'm tired, yada yada. Especially yesterday. Oh my goodness. We were covering. Me and my buddy were covering for 3 people off, and we were just pulling our hair out. Plus, we had like two technically three major accidents in the warehouse, documentation, locking out forklifts. It's like, oh my God, Thursdays are the worst. Because the week before was me when the guy ran over my machine, and so Monday this week was horrible because I had no machine, and part of the investigation is to see what was my part in it. And of course, I had actually written my mistake of parking the machine cockeyed in the lane, in the transit lane. Well, in the end, they said, you know what, Rick, given your experience, this and that, you could have parked it upside down and he was still going to run you over, run it over your machine. So it's like they had fired him pretty much on the spot, like within 20 minutes. But yeah, for a whole day I was off the machine and I had to hand bomb like a regular schlep. But that's okay, you know. I tell you, I wear my Apple Watch and it's like, you can't believe the exercise levels I
Yeah.
got. And I was huffing and puffing all day. And it's tough because, of course, I got to work beside guys, you know, half my age, you know, fresh out of school. And it's like, how you doing okay, Rick? Oh, yeah, I'm doing great. Because, of course, I'm sitting there in my head, like, not only do I got to keep up, I got to make these guys look bad. So I'm never going to be that old guy like, oh, look at him. We pity him. It's like, no, you can't keep up with me, kid. I'll quit when I can't outperform them. I'll quit. I won't still be there in 15 years and go, oh, I can't do something. It's like, nah, it's okay. But we had one guy who was not feeling well, and actually he got on my regular OP, my overhead picker. So he got on it because he was an overtime guy. He came in, and it's nice to see him. He got on my machine, and an hour later he wasn't feeling good. So he came down. I didn't know all this until after the fact. And of course, we're in such hyper mode when it comes to all this nonsense. Well, first thing to do is walk him out. They stick a gun to his head, check his temperature. Well, guess what? He's elevated. Uh-oh.
Oh
Well,
no.
he's been lifting heavy stuff for an hour. Guess what? Your blood's pumping.
Yeah.
You are going to feel warmer. So he had to sit out, cool off, and guess what? Well, after half an hour to an hour, it normalizes. Allowed to
Yeah.
come back in, but it was still smart to keep him off. So then I had him schlepping boxes. So that was kind of cool. He didn't mind it. I mean, some people don't ever want to come off a machine once they learn how to drive a machine, but it's like when you do it for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, sometimes it's nice to get off the damn machines and just lift a box and just be that guy. So, Mama, why are you buying no more Lego? Don't you know that Lego is hurting for your money? You might actually, you know, force them to lay off some people if you don't buy some Lego this month. Could you imagine that? Lego down.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks so complete already. So glad I ordered these parts. Although I'm probably going to be missing a whole lot more.
I'm just catching up on everything Brad's saying here. You know, if Brad wasn't so camera shy, he'd come on screen, you know, and promote his Bricklink store. You know, supposedly he's a great guy, but I mean, you know, the only people who know that are the people who've met him or have bought from him by chance. But poke.
He doesn't even have to show his face, you know. You could just
Yeah, he could screen out, right? Yeah.
you could just go like that, you know.
Yeah, he could BFAB it.
Because he's using Facebook Mama Lego.
Oh, yeah, right. Yep, there he is. Brad's got a great face for radio, yeah. That's okay. I got a face for radio too. I don't care. Although I see how there's some people who are streaming now. They're using the best in VR type tech so that they can have the animated avatar on screen. This is slick tech. These guys are just streaming full time, so while like you'd see me, but you'd see that animated avatar talking, moving, scratching their heads. Like I tell you, the state of the art. And then, you know, in 5 years, I'd be George Clooney on here building Lego. I thought it was cool, and I could just tweak the light settings and make me look blue or something. But you know, Can you imagine if I look like Voltron or some other shenanigans? I mean, that'd be something. So what streams you got tomorrow, Jacob? You were saying earlier you're going to do, sounds like 2 of them?
2 and 1 if I can. Those 2 sets. Probably start off with the Valentine's Day B until notifications are fully sent out, because that's the main course is the Ultra Agents. I don't know. And then I'm just probably going to be going. I've been really streaming on the gaming channel a lot lately. Just been hammering on that Ninjago movie video game, trying to get it fully completed. I'm close, but there's just the odd little thing that just gets me frustrated, and I just can't figure it out. And I have to pull out the device and look up how to do the game.
Is there a lot of unlockables in that game, like a lot of subquests or?
Yeah. There's like you got the minifigure, the blind bags that you got to find to unlock characters, and then there's the gold bricks, and then there's the races and to unlock gold bricks, and then there's the things that you pay the studs in order to earn a gold brick. It's just you gotta look. The thing is, you gotta find all the locations to do that too. It's just annoying because some areas you're like, how do I get there?
So I want to know when you're doing the B. What time do you think?
I might be doing a 12 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 2 p.m. Eastern, I think. So 2 p.m. Eastern, I'd say, around that area is what I'm trying to aim for. So
it's funny watching Jacob try to go underwater.
It's annoying. My keyboard won't press the button to make the character go underwater, so I have to swap the character, hope that the character that was the character that can go underwater goes and drops to the underwater, and then I can swap back. It's annoying.
So is your keyboard defective?
No, it's brand new. I think it might be the way that the game is or something like that. It's just like not wanting to work. I don't know, basically.
Is there not? Can you not get a USB controller and use a controller with it?
That's a thing for PC.
Well,
dude,
I honestly don't.
Yeah. I mean, you can get wired. You can get a wired Xbox 360 controller. You can get a wired probably PlayStation controller, or just a general gamepad that's USB. Sure.
Okay.
Technically, you can even use some Bluetooth, depending on your laptop. You could use some other game controllers, and maybe I'm speaking out of my head here because I can't tell you which ones because I didn't do it. But I was interested in getting one of the Xbox ones that would have worked through the Bluetooth. So
I'm assuming you could go. All you do is plug it in, then you'd go into the. There's probably a configure option in there. You can configure the controller to.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you, if it's an Xbox, it's probably auto-configured since it's Microsoft. Hang on one sec. Let me see if I can find one.
That'd be so helpful because I'm used to using a controller compared to the keyboard on a laptop. It's just annoying for me.
I figured you were using a controller there. I didn't realize you were.
No.
That makes sense when you're having trouble. Like you're like, you're like, what do I press? It was like, A or whatever. It was like, press K.
Oh, I know. And the thing is, I tried playing some Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm just like, no, I can't do this. It's asking too many controls with how fast. It's not going to work for me. Like, yes, I can do it on mobile, but that's mobile. I'm just using my fingers. I have to actually spread out my fingers and hands to do all these different controls for the exact same game, and it's just like, no. So I'm going to grab the instructions for this set because I don't know what else needs to be repaired.
So I'm assuming you can find this, but this is a USB Xbox 360 controller.
Okay. And
this thing requires no configuration whatsoever. You plug it in, and I'll tell you, if you got like Windows 10 or even probably anything from Windows 7 and up, this thing's gonna auto work for you. And it's.
I think your mic is off or something, Richard. You're really quiet.
There we go. How's that?
There. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I forgot.
Apparently, I'm echoing.
When you don't have your you're echoing now?
That's what Mama's saying.
I don't know. It sounds pretty clear now.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
didn't notice it.
But I'm back. Mine's good now. I always forget to drop it back down and move it up. If I was smart, I would stop moving, because sooner or later, that's the part that's going to break. But you can see from the age, I mean, it's not even as white as it used to be. I should dip it in peroxide, clean it up. But this thing is great. And in Windows, the guide button will do something too, so.
Okay.
This thing's old school, though. But you can, and if you can't find it in store, you can find it online, and you can find Chinese versions of this for like $10 probably if you look hard enough, and they work just as good. You may find the sticks might not last as long, but I've known people who bought the Chinese ones and were just as happy as the official 360 ones.
Okay.
And I bought this because I wanted the same experience playing on the 360 on the PC, so. Really nice when you take the same controller, and plus you could actually use this if you didn't want to use Bluetooth, because with Bluetooth you have a little bit of latency, or whatever it is their wireless is on the Xbox. Direct connection is always best if you actually give a crap about your gaming. But yeah, I gave that to my daughter like 10 years ago or something. I'd say, do you got it? Yeah. She's hardly used it. And even if you've got a game on a PC that's not controller based, you can map the buttons to the controller in some cases.
Well, I got one more set here, so.
Ooh, awesome.
Okay.
Let's figure how we're gonna do this one. Let's do this. Do this. Why is this not working? There we go. I was looking at that box and trying to figure out what you had there.
Oh, it's still
Ooh.
Oh, this is up Jacob's alley. Oh, you got my back. Yeah.
Oh, the
you got
original
whole
Cantina.
set. You got the whole set. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
The one no one had to go broke to buy. No, seriously, right? I mean, the new one's nice, but
Well,
my
yeah,
God.
but everything that I really wanted without spending like $450 or $500 on.
Yeah.
Another land speeder.
Yeah, I tell you.
I have two of that.
I hear people complaining about how common they are, and I'm like, I've only seen one once or twice in my life, and I've never picked it up because I thought that there were better things.
I mean,
So.
I've still got one or two I've got to build. They're so, I mean, that's the thing. They release them as much as they do the X-Wings and the TIE Fighters, pretty much.
Huh.
Seriously.
Heard a lot of people joking that the UCS Cantina should have come with a land speeder.
Yeah. I heard that too.
Yeah. Well, didn't it come with a nice different ship though? A little.
Yeah.
The heck was it? Yeah.
Hang on. I mean,
I don't know if either you remember there was what was it called? that Grievous wheel bike chase, I think it was called.
Yep.
And it had Obi-Wan with that like the kind of like a dinosaur or whatever he was riding.
that big gray thing, or green.
Yeah.
Was it green?
I think it was green.
Yeah, that was a weird.
I got that out of a kind of a bulk deal. That was included. I don't quite have all the pieces for it, but basically the dinosaur itself was complete except for it's got the two little nubs on the how do I show that? The nubs on the front for like the halter.
Right.
And one nub is snapped off.
Oh.
So you can't hook up the halter to it, but other than that, I wish they'd do more of these. I don't know.
Show me the snapped off nub. Like what it.
This isn't broken, but it's got that. Wait,
Okay.
there.
Okay, so that's the good side, and then the bad side.
Oh, both these are good.
Oh, both of
But
these
it's
are
on-
good.
I've got that. I think called wheel bike chase.
Oh, okay, that one's got the problem. Okay.
That one I've got. Yeah, the nub is broken off on it.
Well, you know what you could do,
Yeah.
depending on the color of it, just take those 3L bars, snap off a tiny piece. Use wire snip or something.
Yeah.
Or modeling. Here, let's put it on. Here, let's use this one. Use one of these, and you could crazy glue it in place
Yeah.
if you can find the right color. No one
Yeah.
would even notice except you. I mean, you're not selling it.
I think I asked for the wrong plate.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I've had those discussions too where, oh, hey, I made a complaint and the guy goes, no, this is what you ordered. And you know what? They're absolutely right. It's like, oops.
I remember the phone call, and yeah, I did ask for a 6x12, but I think I need a 6x. I remember saying it might have been a 6x18 I might have needed. I should have just asked the guy to add both just to save me the trouble.
Yeah, because, number one rule of BrickLink, order as much as you can to, bring your overall cost of shipping down
Yeah.
per piece.
Was it just a
'cause-
local guy?
No, this is customer service.
Oh, like Lego.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I thought it was
can't
a
add-
BrickLink seller or something.
No, I've never bought off of BrickLink yet.
Oh, dude.
Right.
Once you start. Now, if you want to start buying on BrickLink, Brad, the Lego guy, has a starter kit.
Okay. The starter kit. I feel like he should be on here telling me about what the starter kit is.
Well, Brad is a very modest guy, so we toot his horn for him, figuratively speaking. But oh no, hey, he's a great guy. One of many, but he's a great guy.
Yeah, he's helped me find quite a few of my white whales in a fairly short period of time too. Sometimes a little quicker, and I would like him to find.
Yeah, you're hoping it would take longer.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just a matter of he's got to look what box he's got something in. I mean, when he has the those yard sales, and he opens up his garage and he's got the tables out, and he lets sometimes someone else like Nussbaum take up a table. He can only bring out so much because it's a lot of work to haul boxes in and out.
Mhm.
Oh, it's like he's always got boxes under tables, and it's like people don't look, and it's like or ask. He's got more stuff. What's outside is not everything. This is just the stuff he figures is going to be fast to move, or he needs it to move, and let's try and push it. But it's like, no. If you got something in your head and you got the credit card or the wallet, talk to Brad.
I might just do that whenever I feel like wanting to knock off some sets off my wish list because I know that there's a lot.
And look at it this way: if you're, I love the fact that you got the music player. I showed off the three of them. I had all three of them lined up. I love that's
Yeah.
what's so cool about that set. And I showed Jacob all the figures and the dewback from that set because I had actually purchased them separately before I had acquired the set. That's when I was a little dumb and was buying all the figures and didn't realize, well, you know what? If I just bought the sets, I could have it all, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you've got sets that you really, really think you want, you should do it sooner as opposed to later. And if they don't, and
Yeah.
if it's not tugging on you, and if it's not tugging on you strong
Like,
enough to want it, then you probably
there's
don't
a
really
pile
want
of
it.
figures in that small set.
Well, it's like nine
Like, there's
altogether or
8
something.
figures. In this. Like, there's
Say that?
way bigger sets out there, less minifigures.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's such a great set. Plus, you get that giant dewback. I mean, what a
Well,
great
yeah.
piece that is, and it's unique. You know, it's not cobbled together from like something else. That's what I like. It's a unique piece,
Nope.
unique to Star Wars anyway. I'm not sure if they reissued that guy once, but
I
and then
think
when you
this.
put that stormtrooper on there, I mean, it just looks so cool. Oh, is that what race they are? They're the Bith musicians. So there's like three of them.
Yeah. So the only thing I want to get the bartender figure to put into the when I do actually. I'm going to build this myself eventually.
Okay.
Oh, you want to lock it out, do you?
Play and I'll put the bartender in there too.
There's a YouTube podcast that I listen to. Kevin Smith, you know
Oh yeah.
we talked about him before. Well, we're during non-COVID times. Actually, right up until Christmas, they're still doing the show in there. They film in their friend's bar, which is the Scum and Villainry Cantina. Say that 5 times fast. And it's set up like the cantina from Star Wars. It's a pretty good mock. You know, and you can go in there, drink, and have a great old time. But, you know, during COVID times, it's been closed except for the show that they do on the weekends. And then when the owner just had a baby, they decided, well, we'll err on the side of caution and just, you know, do everyone's typical web broadcast and do it from our homes. But I tell you, seeing them stand in what looks like a pretty good mock of the cantina with even the backs, you know, the stuff behind the bartender that looks like IG-88 heads upside down. I mean, they've replicated all of that really well. I mean, it's so much fun to see. I would love to go to LA sometime and actually go to that bar when things aren't burning. Hey, Jeet.
Hello there.
Hey, Jeet. How you doing? Jeet's a new young fan from, I want to say, India,
Okay.
I think.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Okay.
Oh, look at this. Brad showing off his Star Wars knowledge. Baractil is the name. Yeah, that you know what though? When you watch that movie, that is the most annoying part of the movie, watching Obi-Wan on that squawky sounding monster riding it. And it looks so unnatural. And even the CG on that was just like, oh, it was a little cringy to watch. I mean, it's still cool they pulled it off, but it's like, oh, I hated seeing that scene. It just didn't look good. I mean, of course, those movies were all guilty of too much CG. Yep, it's the same Brad from the Facebook groups.
I'm just trying to. Oh, so kind of not leg related, but like I was wondering because regarding YouTube, they wanted me to enter in some sort of pin. They said, "Oh, we mailed you the pin. It's going to show up in a few weeks." And I was like, "Okay, is it going to be a big envelope? Like, what's it going to do?" I was like hyping myself up. They've been unlocked so many things, and then I get it, and I enter in the code, and I was like, "Oh, it's just my address has been verified." That's all it was, basically.
Well, that's good because sometime down the road, You know, when there's a nice little plaque to send you, right?
Oh man, that'll be the day.
So yeah, so don't move without updating your info
Yeah.
with YouTube, because there's a lot of people who have garage sales and they have YouTube plaques for sale, and there's a reason. People move and plaques get mailed, and yeah, yep. Oh, not to mention, there's all kinds of people who will sell you a fake plaque real easy.
Oh
You
yeah.
want to have a 1 million subscriber plaque right now, whichever generation, first, second, or third, whatever. I think the oldest ones are the best, but whatever.
Aren't they actually like the physical thing rather than just like um picture engraved into it, if that makes sense?
Well, yeah, with each generation they've tweaked it. You had one that had the solid kind of
Mm-hmm.
gold, brass plated, whatever. Gold plate. It wasn't gold plated. I don't care what anyone says. Couldn't be gold plated. They're not spending that kind of money. But I mean, and now I guess they're getting simpler as they go on. I don't know. I mean, and probably smaller too. I guess. I don't know anyone who's got one personally, so
Yeah, because
and
there's a
and
lot
you always see
more.
them in people's
Yeah,
backgrounds.
yeah. Ryan is the one I always notice. M&R Ryan. Sorry.
That
I should just spend $100 and order one just for giggles and just to put it up in the background and shut up and say nothing. Even better, put someone else's name on it. Come up with a name that would trigger people. I don't know. Lepin. I'll, I'll get a YouTube plaque and I'll have it spell out Lepin or some other Lily, some other Chinese name that people are not too fond of. I actually posted a link to a decent little article on what someone had done a lot of research on. I don't necessarily agree with their rankings on the different Chinese brands and stuff. The one thing I didn't like was they put Mega Bloks in the middle of it, and like I don't call Mega Bloks a Chinese brand, but whatever. Mega Constructs, especially when they got some really sweet licenses. Yeah, Brad is from Paris, Brant, Ontario. Beautiful. If you haven't taken a drive, I don't know what it's like in the snow, but I tell you, when I went in the fall, wow, what a drive. Beautiful. Beautiful part of the world. I wish
is
I had
that kind of
stopped
like
at
Lake
some places
Country, or
other than his place.
is
Albrecht
that kind
guys, Peter North here.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Well, you know, I know exactly who Peter North is, and
of?
I'm sorry, but there's not a chance in hell you're Peter North. I'm sorry. You're just not. Nice try,
Yeah,
though.
no.
Nice try.
Oh, one thing my viewers always try to do is they like to try and rickroll me in the weirdest ways. The simplest way is getting to send me a link when I ask them a question regarding stuff, and they're like, "Oh yeah, here's the answer. Click on this video." I'm like, "It's gotta be a rickroll."
Yeah.
And they keep
No, it's
trying,
gotta
they keep
be.
trying, and it's just like I'm expecting it. You got to do it when I don't expect it, you know?
Yeah. Hey, Brad, as soon as I put enough nickels together, I tell you, I am going to find a way to hide out in your part of the Ontario because it's just something else. Everyone should. Well, no, that's the problem. Everyone did live there, then it would be like Toronto. But
Mm-hmm.
it's so nice out there.
Brantford, that's where Wayne Gretzky was from, isn't it?
Oh
Brantford?
no! Different.
No?
Bradford. Yeah, no, he's Brant, Paris, Brant. That's a different section of Ontario
Yeah, I
than
just seen
Gretzky's
Mama
area.
Lego
Yeah, yeah,
says
yeah.
he's from Brantford originally.
Oh,
Isn't that?
Mama grew up in Brantford.
Yeah, that's where Gretzky grew up, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm about ready to go back to the brick bin and ask, "Hey, can I look for these parts? Because I don't want to wait another month just to get certain parts. It's just, yeah, they're free, but I'm too impatient to wait a month."
the amount of parts that guy has there, I'm sure he's got what you're looking for.
Oh yeah. I went there looking for one specific piece, and he had it. Because Lego didn't have it. They sent me something else in a different color.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, that's not what I need. I need it in that color. So, and then I went looking for some other stuff to add to my Lego town, and he gave me like $2 for the bit, and I was like, okay, what not?
Yeah, it cost it. Yeah, definitely would be peanuts what it would cost, and then you're set.
Hey, Mama, if you got time, you could get rid of the fake porn star.
Oh yeah.
I just made Mama a moderator. I figure she's a moderator in enough places. If I can't trust Mama, I can't trust anybody.
This is driving.
I
me
don't
nuts.
want to live if Mama can't be trusted.
What's up?
That's a little like 1x1 round
Okay.
stuck to a plate.
Oh.
Good luck getting those off.
Yeah, I cannot dig. I'm
What
tempted
about with the
to
brick?
get out
Have
the
you tried the brick separator and just push it in there? And
Yeah,
then...
I've been sitting here the last 5 minutes bugging around with this thing.
Okay, so here's the next thing you try and do.
I tried to get it with my teeth even already once.
Warm water, not hot water, just warm water. It'll come loose. Yeah. The plastic on the 1x1 on the top there, the square, is thicker, so it's going to have different expansion qualities than your circle one. One's going to separate from the other. It's not a big deal. If you had tweezers and you could hold on to the round one while you dip the bigger one into the water, that'd be even better too. But you could just leave it in the water and you'll find they'll pop.
See, I'm finding stuff that for this build that I didn't think belonged to it.
Brad's got the pro tip. He's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Put the single round on a minifig neck. So just take a head off a minifigure. No, he's right. I've seen someone say that before. He is absolutely right on that.
I want to dump this out, but I feel like I have to. Just to find one or two pieces.
Nope.
Brant. Mama, it's Brant, Ontario. BRANDT? Or sorry, I don't know if there's a D in there or not.
Yes! Yes!
See? Brad had it.
I win!
Yes! Double whammy! Sorry, I'm just...
No, still wouldn't come off. I have to do the water trick.
What? No.
No.
Are you kidding?
Just want to slip.
Finally put this chunk on. Finally.
You know what? Okay, you know what? Another thing you do, just the needle nose pliers.
Yeah.
But I would still use the minifigure, because if you put the minifigure in the hole, if it's a tight fit in the hole, and then you use the needle nose plier on the round stud, that will ensure that you don't crack or break the round stud, and then you could use a brick separator to pop the 1x1 square off.
And it's not just a 1x. It's actually a modified. It's one of those little clips.
Okay, but that's okay. It's got the flat edges. So, wait. Oh.
What I might have to do.
And then what you do with the clip? Put a 3L or 4L bar in it, and then you could almost pop it off like that.
Try that.
When we were at the superstore today, me and my daughter, we bought 2 bottles of like Jones Pop or something. It doesn't have a twist off top. And we're sitting there like, how are we going to get off? I said, give it to me. And I couldn't make it come off. And I grabbed my key. I was going to pop it off. I still couldn't seem to get it off. I said, you'll have to wait till we get home in 10 minutes. And of course we had a bottle opener, but it's like, what what crazy guy made it so you couldn't just twist these things off? It's like, yes, I know it's classic bottle pop. I get it. But it's like, come on. Almost ruined a good pair of gloves trying to get that thing off the hard way. Minifigure heads also work too. Okay.
I've used a butter knife
County.
to pop those lids off before.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, that's what we should have done when we got home. But my wife had an opener.
I need to find a 1x2.
I mean, we're not big drinkers. I was actually surprised she had one. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
I need to find this one piece, and then I can start really working on repairing the set. It's annoying.
So, Ryan, did that set come built, or did you build that up?
No, it came built.
It came built.
It was already built. Yeah, so I'm playing.
I mean, it's always tough when I get some of them built, and it's like, oh, do I really want to tear it apart? And it's like, yeah, I buy everything because I want to build it.
Well, yeah, saying that's I want to build it, so I'll strip her down. When I start though, all my Tatooine sets, I'll be building all these. I got quite a few of them here now.
I can find that one
Work on
later. Now I can really start.
Oh, hey, Ryan, you didn't update me. How'd the swabbing go?
Oh, you know what? I never had to. My wife. It was just my wife. Yeah, we got. She got the negative yesterday, so the
Nice.
Kids were back to school. I went back to work today, so I got.
Oh, nice.
Got a day of work in, which was I was ready to get out of the house.
Well, how much time did you lose?
2 days.
Oh, that's not bad. Remember back in September, I lost, let's see, it was Monday at 10 o'clock when I left work, and then like 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the afternoon when I got swabbed, and then I didn't get my results till Saturday morning. I lost a week of my life. It was horrible. I mean, now it's a lot faster, but... Oh, Brad, you bad man.
Is it bad that I was on the same train of thought as him?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Turn this around and then I can figure it out.
I'll tell you the truth. I would almost rather have it that way because getting the brain swab is not fun. That is bad. And far too many people come out with blood. It's like, I think you pushed that thing up there too far.
Well, this is the second time my wife's had to get swabbed since this whole started, but she said this time was way worse than the first time.
Oh?
She's like, yeah, it was like they touched my brain.
Oh, yeah, it really felt like brain scraping. A lot of people say it feels like brain scraping.
Yeah.
Like,
I know when I had it done, like I had the sensation I needed to sneeze like instantly.
Yeah.
It almost smelled like vinegar. Is actually
Really?
what it reminded me of. That's what I could smell.
Maybe you're having a stroke, you know. Reminds me of those commercials.
No burnt toast. I didn't. Dr. Penfield, I didn't smell burnt toast.
No burnt toast.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the oldest joke in the book. Burnt toast.
When?
I pulled this out earlier when we were talking about land speeders, and like I didn't even have to go far to find a land speeder I hadn't built yet.
Right.
And what's funny is I think I built one that's more recent than this, and this is probably just something I forgot about. The 2017.
That's what I have. You got your hand there.
It's not a bad one. I mean, but once you built one land speeder, you kind of built them all.
Mm-hmm.
But the figure selection was nice.
The brand new one, they they kind of got a neat way of doing the front end on it on the new one.
Oh, they changed it,
They
did they?
the old one they had it's all brick built on the new ones. The old one they kind of have like a hose thing you curve around.
Yeah, this
Kinda
one
like-
has two hoses.
Yeah, the newest version they do it out of rounded bricks. It actually
Oh,
looks a lot better, but
You think so?
not $40 better.
Yeah. Oh, there's Eileen on Facebook.
I think no matter what, I'm going to end up going to the brick bin just for parts. It's just a faster alternative, and I'm forking out money. I don't care at this point. I just want this repaired.
I mean, that's
Yeah, you
how
got
a
a
lot
nice
of us
little
are with our
resort.
Lego.
Wait a minute.
Beware, Eileen. He'll have you hooked for life.
Yep. You know, first snort is almost free.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not suggesting that there's any special envelopes being sent or anything, but
Yeah, I know. I ordered mine like a week into last month, and they say 10 business days. I'm like, no, you mean a month. You mean a month, and maybe more. It's just
from Lego.
yeah, bricks and pieces, whatever. It's just
Okay.
when did you order? When did you order?
if you want to give me a minute, I can see if I can pull up the email of when it shipped. I think I kept that.
Well, if you what after Christmas or
It was definitely last month. I remember it for sure. It was last month.
you're lucky you got anything, because they tend to shut that down after Christmas,
Yeah.
for a period of time.
Huh.
Every year.
Did I tell you about that? Like I had placed because for that reason, I had placed 2 orders there. Like right after it was like on the 27th and 28th of December. For that reason, because I knew they'd be shutting down. And mind you, it took a long time for them to finally ship it. Like literally, it took 3 weeks before they shipped the parts. And in the meantime, I contacted them, and they went and shipped it all a second time free of charge, and everything ended up showing up. So I got double the parts, which was cool. But once they finally shipped, like all the way from Denmark, they were all under the 2-week mark by the time they got hit my house here. That's fast from Denmark. Like I can't complain about that. It took them forever to ship them. But even they were like, yeah, that like they should be gone by now. Like they're like 3 weeks to pick and ship them. Like they're like something's up. Like we'll just reship it. Don't worry if the other ones end up going. Don't worry about it. Just keep everything cool.
Do we lose Rick's face cam? Never mind. Okay. Brad, I don't know. I mean, like I'm seeing this and that. I would need some time to sort out my bin of just random parts to be for sure if I need stuff. I don't know. I know for sure I need this longer. I think it's huge. It is a 6x12, but I think I need a 6x18 is what I need. So I don't know. I'm trying to repair the Battle for Ninjago City. That's more or less what that's looking like. I don't know.
If you need figures, he's your man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I might need replacement torsos in the future. Who knows? It's the only issue I have is torsos. Nowadays I like to think I'm pretty good at when I get a new set and the figure gets cracking. I'm like right on top of it. Whereas before, I would just wait until whenever I felt like it, which wasn't the best.
Yeah.
So I'm really gonna have to press my luck when regarding getting free torsos for the Flash and Reverse Flash. But yeah, I know exactly where you are. Okay, beautiful set. Yeah, I know. I feel like I've told this story a bunch of times, but I shared a room with my brother upstairs, and I would just be casually in the watching TV in the living room, and then I'd hear a big crash, and I'd be like, "Okay, what's going on?" Because I had my sets on the top shelf in the far back, and so heard a crash, go running in. This was one of many examples where it just fell on its own, is what my brother would say. Meanwhile, having a pencil with some string tied to it in his hand. So, in other words, he was using it like a little grappling hook kind of thing. I don't know. Just to bring it down for who knows what reason.
I think since Ryan's messing around with his set, I want to build something. Yeah, I made the mistake of trying to zoom in, and it's like, great, so now I'm zoomed in, but it locked up the camera. So I had to figure out how I was going to bring it back on without killing, because this camera with my mic is the first tab I opened to start these streams. And it's like, uh-oh, what am I going to do? I'm not dumb enough to kill it completely. While I took it off the stream, I didn't remove it. What I did was I opened up another tab, and that didn't work. It turns out it's that Logitech software I was running in the background. Closed that, then opened another tab. It's like, yay, it's working. So I think I'm going to build the VIP bag set since I got a bunch of these things.
Oh yeah, it's a good set.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that on display somewhere. It's technically my third Lego store set that I own.
Really?
I got the grand opening, the retail, and the VIP one. If you want to get super technical, I own two. I own a second one of the grand opening. That's sealed.
Okay. We got that. What's the best way? Is that going to work? 5, 4, come on. Yay! Alright. Oh wow, and this one's zoomed in too much. I can't win. You know, I got a huge desk by just about any standard, and it's like still never enough space.
Oh yeah.
You know, you can never have too much. I've seen people with, 8-foot long islands to build on, and yet we still find ways to mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a surprisingly thick book for a polybag set.
For my book, the staples weren't placed properly, so like half the booklet just fell out. So
Staples? Hang on. Staples?
I don't know. Or I'm saying staples. I don't know. Oh, the point is, it's just half of the book fell out.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, this one's a glue bound.
Yeah, this whatever. I said staples because I'm still looking at staples for.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's cool. I was just looking like, because I definitely got sets where the staples are bad. Actually, I had a book that looked perfect and the staples were corroded. It's like, oh, that's weird. And there's stickers? Oh, why am I not shocked?
Yeah, for the little sets.
Okay. Ooh.
That's another thing I got to invest in is a new camera for when I'm filming. It's just tablet's not cutting it anymore, I don't think.
Well, I can definitely recommend these webcams. I mean, this is the most popular one in the last 8 years used by most of us for cheap cameras.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, $50 to $100, depending on where you get it and when.
Right.
Any produced in the last 2 years will give you 6 months license on XSplit free, which is really nice semi-pro software.
Okay.
I mean, I recommend it. And then once you think you want better or can do better than these, then great. And
I
for
was gonna
anything,
say,
and for anything other than StreamYards, you can have a lot of control over these cameras. StreamYards gives you the least amount of control, which is why I'm using the Logitech software to try and control it. Cause
Okay.
yeah, but if you're using Streamlab or XSplit or OBS, any flavor, then you'll have a lot more control over these cameras.
That's why I didn't do that. Okay.
one thing I noticed when you did your video at the Brick Den,
Yeah.
when you were shooting at the displays and stuff, it was
Mhm.
really easy, the video
Yeah.
quality. But if
Mhm.
you around it yourself, it was actually it was so much clearer.
I know, and it's weird. I mean, like, then again, I don't really. Well,
Oh, I got a theory on that. Oh, first question I have is, so you're using a Samsung tablet, right?
yeah, this is the front end when I'm pointing at something, and then that's the front facing.
Okay, so you got two cameras on there. The
Yep.
one facing you was clearly, to me, produced a much better result. When you look at the one that's on the other side, number one, is there any fingerprints on it or anything? Like you keep it clean?
That might be number one issue.
And the second thing is, have you ever dropped it or exposed it to a lot of moisture? Because it almost looks like you have a lot of condensation in there.
Moisture, I'm not sure. Dropped it only once.
Okay. And I'm trying to think of what else could be going on. Also, Samsung, like Apple, has beauty mode and stuff, but that's the rear-facing camera that you were using that seems to give you a more hazy, soft look. It's not sharp. But you got, see, I don't know enough about the settings that you're using with the Samsung stuff. Like if it was Apple, I could probably tell you really quick what your issues may or may not be. With Samsung, it's a little different. But like Apple, they're guilty of having a lot of tweaked settings. But
Yep.
sometimes those tweaked settings produce a worse result and not a better result. But yeah, it is funny how with the one camera you got this what I call a very soft halo-y video, and
Yep.
then with the other camera you got a much sharper. And the only time it wasn't sharp was when there was a sharp light in the viewfinder, which of course is never good for any camera. Yeah, I mean, we can probably figure that out at another time. Maybe get it improved, but once you're ready to step it up to another camera, you're definitely going to enjoy it.
Oh, so if there's one thing that people always complain about in comments or whatever, it's the video's good. It's the camera quality that's the issue.
Yeah. You have to be like Brixie and get a GoPro.
Yeah.
And then watch him buy the wrong stuff for it.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you the truth. I'm convinced he smokes a lot of pot or something. He just makes a lot of mistakes.
He didn't smell like it. Like, I've been in a school full of potheads, and I never got any hints that maybe he was pothead. Like, in my opinion, I don't know.
Hey, great, but I tell you, I mean, it's just he forgets a lot of stuff.
I think maybe it has to do with his sleep, because he's been posting to Instagram at like 2 a.m, and like, yeah, I know I shouldn't be up at 2 a.m. either, but like, I get very much drained and forgetful when I don't go to sleep properly. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm wondering maybe that could be the issue.
He's playing Landlord too, and he's having a hoor of a time with that.
I know. I listened to that, and it's like, oh, he's really regretting.
Well, he's a glutton for punishment. I think he's spread himself a little thin.
Mm-hmm.
Very ambitious. Like can't say anything bad about that, but I think
Yeah.
I think it's the point he's stretched himself just a tad too much and needs to maybe back off on something. But who do I know?
I noticed that he likes his coffee though. When I met him, he likes his coffee.
He likes his coffee hot and black, the same he likes his women. Just don't tell his wife. You know what? I had him. I hate it because it makes me sound so bad. But after Jazz's stream earlier, at the end of that, it rolled into his. And honestly, after a minute, it's like I just can't do it. Click. I can't do it. I can't listen to it.
Yeah, you know what? I like his. I subscribe to his like his vlog channel, and actually, I like it more than like. I'm the same. I can't sit through one of his live streams, but his vlog was a little better because it. I don't know. I thought it was better anyway. I actually watched the whole thing instead of dropping it after 5 minutes like his live streams.
Corey was asking who. Yeah, it's Brixie. And I'm
See you,
trying
Brad.
not to rip on him. Take it easy. And Brad, you can send me that check for all the endorsements we've been sending you tonight.
The percentage sales.
PayPal.me/ blah 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 blah. Oh, hey, so you guys saw my post on my little on and off battle with Instabrick? Finally got that money back. Finally. A lot of back and forth shenanigans with them.
You were able to try that software out then eventually?
Yeah, I had decided I wasn't even going to give them the promotion of doing a video or anything because, they don't deserve it.
Well, I remember you saying that you were going to be able to.
This is not your Lego, lady. Bug off. My wife just showed up and she's looking at me, dude. This is mine. It says VIP. You don't even have one of those, all right? It was meant for me. Oh my God. I'm never going to hear the end of it now.
Sleeping on the couch tonight.
Well, that's not punishment. I sleep on the couch a lot. My wife will be the first to tell you that.
Okay, well then you're sleeping in the bed tonight then.
No. Jacob with the jokes. Ouch. I thought we were supposed to be roasting you. What happened?
Gotta keep up.
Gotta keep
Do you
up.
have a new VIP?
Sorry, what was that?
Very prick.
Oh, no. I can't believe you got to put a sticker on the very first page.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that, and of course, I'm looking for that one stupid tile they want, and it's like, nope. White, there we go. Lots of tiles. Well, at least you can't screw up a tile going on to a 1x2, or a sticker going on to a 1x2. It'll go either way. You know how many of these I gave away? I mean, I had so many of these sets.
Oh yeah, Lego had a lot too because they had it on VIP.
Yeah. No, there's no end to these things.
Who is messaging me?
What am I sharing, Mama? What did you... Oh, I don't like the white sticker. It's not really the same as the white tile. The tile's more cream than... The Lego sticker's almost too white.
God, there's quite a few stickers on that, eh? I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep, there is
8 more. 8 more. I should probably start building a lot of these kind of VIP type store builds, like that one that with the box that opens up and it's got kind of the what was it, the Lego Factory kind of box?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one.
I'm hoping that idea doesn't catch on. I don't want part of the build to be the interior of the cardboard box. Because when we start throwing away boxes, that's going to really suck. I mean...
And then what happens if the box gets damaged, too, is what I'd worry about.
Yeah, I mean, now your build is ruined.
That's too long of a piece.
I wonder now, is this figure the same as the other Lego store employee figures from the last couple of years?
I think it's the... Wait, here, let me see. Which one? Because I want to say it's the same as the Polybag and technically the same as the other one, except the facial print.
Right. I should probably change this now.
Yeah, it looks like it's the same except for facial print.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's something.
Then again, the facial print's common as heck. I'd like to assume that because they like to reuse city things. Share your toys with the wife like a good guy is what Mama Lego says.
Oh, well, 6 out of 7 of these is hers, so she'll have plenty to build.
Oh, yeah.
No worries there. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. Hide. I just put numbers in there as placeholders, like we need to see a big 3. That was actually kind of cool. Hang on a second. Wow, look how big it looks. That's weird. Is the banner size... Huh. Look at that. Oh. I just learned something. Because I don't have it animated here. Wow. Okay, cool.
That'll do. That piece will do. Boom. I just really want this repaired so I can see how it looks at my town. Got to keep telling myself that it's a town because it's not a full-size city. Don't got the space for that.
Cool. And I want to see the chat again. Where's my chat? Come on. There we go.
It's looking good.
So here's one for you, T-Mog.
Well,
it depends. How much work was it, Corey? I mean...
I'm trying to remember. I've been watching so many haul videos of different people. My brain is fried.
And I know I haven't seen it yet. This is something I'm going to watch during breakfast tomorrow.
Here, I'm going to try looking up Corey's channel and see if that jogs my memory. Sorry, Corey. Oh, that one. Oh, that was by you? Oh, I haven't clicked on that yet. I'm sorry. Here, I'll do it right now.
I just shifted the screens around because I realized All Bricks Count was covering Ryan's name. It's like, oh, that sucks. 2.
I love the styling of your videos, Corey. Awesome already.
And you got twice the personality of our fellow Canadian that starts with a B. Okay, now I'm getting snarky.
Oh,
That's Alberta territory you're going into there, Rick.
Yeah. Well, wasn't it the Brick Council and BFAB who said we should all develop more of a personality? And all they're doing is attacking people. So, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really like that. You know, I saw a YouTube video and I thought it was so funny. And it was basically, I'm paraphrasing it, but Canadian road rage. A guy's pulled up to like a red light and another guy gets out behind him, pulls out a brush and cleans the snow off the guy's rear windshield, curses or says something at him and gets back in the car. And it's like, it's so typically Canadian. You want to do something to help someone out, even if they don't want the help or too dumb to do it themselves, you know? And I just thought, that's so Canadian, you know? Canadian road rage.
God. Canadian
not the-
snap.
Yeah, this is it. Canadian Snaps pulls out a brush and cleans off a windshield in disgust. But I'll tell you the truth, it's not my kind of road rage today. When me and my daughter were driving home, and we have to pass what is the worst merge and exit, one of the worst on our highway system on the 401, and that's where if you're going from Weston Road to the 401, the merge onto the highway is also the exit onto another highway system called the 400 that goes north of Barrie. And so you've got people coming on and off the highway at the same time, and it's just horrible. And like this one lady who was left of me who wanted to come over, and of course I want to get to her side, and I give her all this room, and she still isn't going. And I'm waiting and waiting and waiting, and she is holding up traffic. Like there's nothing else going on the highway, and she is pulled down to about 40K, 100K highway, right? And it's like, are you kidding? And then as soon as she pulls in front of me after I give her like 5 car lengths, she finally feels comfortable to pull in. And then I put my RAV4 into sport mode. I go right by her, and you know I give her the symbol of Canadian peace and goodwill. You know, yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of stupid people need to be told they're stupid sometimes. They don't know it. I believe that. Dumb people don't know they're dumb. You know. But like she really got to me, and my daughter was just laughing. Daddy, no, I mean,
sorry. I'm just I'm listening to your story, but I'm also looking at what's going on.
Hey, Jazz is awake. Jazz is drinking the apple juice again. That's why he's awake. No, I hadn't noticed them yet. I'm pretty self-absorbed. Well, he comes in and it's like you don't even know. And I don't expect him because he's always so late. Or, you know, always asleep. I did tell him that he's got a permanent open invite if he wants to, you know, stay up with the big boys.
I'm a big boy now.
Oh, you're definitely a big boy.
Yay!
Boom. Richard's banging out the hits all night long. This is all Bricks count after dark.
Wait, there's a before dark?
Yeah, there's a before dark, there's a during the dark, there's an after dark. Well, wait, my daughter, she knows I can't hear. What was that? Anytime after 5:30 is after dark. Now my wife's getting in on it. We got mom jokes, we got dad jokes, we got all the jokes you come to expect from Bricks Kent. we are going to drive that viewer count right up into the high single digits. Not if I can help it. That's my other personality kicking in. Oh, and I killed another. Let's see. Do I have it handy? No, I threw it out. You know those little Apple adapters, right? The little plugs.
Yep.
Well, I use them to power half these lights because they all are USB, right?
Hmm.
They're only 0.5 amps, those old Apple ones. And yeah, some of these lamps really want 2 amps or better. So I'm clearly burning them out, which is scary because now it turns out that sometimes when I thought the lamps were bad, maybe they weren't. It was I was killing the Apple adapters they're plugged into. So I definitely won't be I haven't thrown any lamps out, but from the current batch where I thought I had dead ones, I've revived them all now just by swapping out the adapters. Now they're not true Apple ones. These were the Chinese ones I ordered for, $2 each instead of 25 from Apple, and they lasted me years. So I'm not complaining, but yeah, definitely some issues with me pulling too much, and they get so hot too. I mean, it's scary how hot they were getting.
Yeah.
I actually had to buy extra power bars and space them apart because I was afraid that having them sandwiched together was bad too. So it's quite the octopus under the desk. Fire marshal comes in, I'll probably be in trouble. I mean, what's the first thing they tell you? Don't plug a power strip into a power strip.
Hmm.
That's the first thing I do. It's like shoot the battery under the desk, which powers, or as surge suppresses in, is also battery backup for everything here. It's got like 3 different power bars plugged in. I'm a bad, bad boy.
I need another gold stud. See, there we go with that game notifying me that they want me to play it.
Delete the game. No.
I want to, but at the same time, I don't want to. I
Oh,
like
wait,
the
wait.
game.
Well, can't you turn off notifications globally for the app?
I bet you I could. I just don't feel like doing it, though.
Oh, well, that's just lazy then.
Yeah, that's the word we're
Okay.
looking for. That's the word of the day that we're looking for. Okay. Oh, really? I'm that? Okay. Cool. If I can find a gold stud, I can really top it off. Oh, I got a gold stud lying around.
You, sir, are the gold stud. What did I watch tonight? I watched.
Main
it's on-
camera's fuzzy and laggy. Richard.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it because it's not on my end. I noticed that earlier. I mean, I could probably pull it in and out, but I don't want to remove it completely because that is my mic. But that's all StreamYards and them doing whatever magic they do.
Awesome. I feel like I'm rebuilding my childhood. The more I repair.
See, if my machine was actually doing all the handling on this, that'd be different. But StreamYards is the one who's juggling all the video.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'd love to know what their backbone is. I know it's getting a little deep in the weeds with the tech talk, but I'd love to know who's supplying their bandwidth and all that. I'm really curious. I mean, they just actually got bought out by somebody.
Oh, really?
Yes, StreamYards is not. Well, StreamYards is not StreamYards anymore. Technically, they got bought out by someone bigger, but they promised to keep it going, which I think is honestly only going to be good until Christmas, and after that, it should be interesting. They're still updating, of course, so that's good. Adding new features, but how long that lasts, who knows?
looks so good. Just wish I could fix it back a little. Oh, no,
Wrong
submarine piece.
Oh, is Brad sending you a plate, Jacob?
I don't know. Did he mention something about a plate?
Well, in it says got a 6x14 block plate.
I think that's. I got 6x12, but I think I need 18. I don't know. 1 minute.
No, and I just saw, and then it says in the mail. I may miss something.
Yeah, I need 18. I need 6x18.
Maybe you talk about something else, but
Maybe. Yeah, I need a 6x18 for sure. One of them, at least.
Oh, you just made me realize I still need to get that turntable fixed on that space set. I need a gray bottom to match the gray top on the turntable. But I should have that in spades. Should be a lot of them. Even if I didn't, I wouldn't cry a whole hell of a lot because it's something no one's ever really going to see.
Mm-hmm.
oh, Jazz popped in, did he?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and I hadn't noticed, and I think he's gone off to bed or to drink away his sorrows and apple juice. Hey, I'm just glad he's feeling a lot better.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I was really worried he's doing all those videos and we couldn't see him.
Yeah.
I mean, I can only make rumors so long. I mean, wait so long for him to come back.
Well, that's the other night he usually, if he does a morning stream, I can usually catch it, and he did one last Saturday morning after I was up with you guys till it was about 2 a.m. my time, and I get up and I look, and he had just ended the stream, and I said, "You can blame all Bricks count. I can't stay up till 2 a.m. and get up early in the morning anymore. I'm getting too old." Because literally, I try to catch his streams, and I always just miss him by a hair.
Yeah.
Well, I know when I'm trying to catch Corey's or Jazz's, I think Jazz's I miss more because I think he's earlier. And
Yeah.
It's well, guess what? I go to work and on my way home, it's like, if I get a notification at all, it's like, oh man, they're on now. And it's like, well, I'm not driving any faster. And even when I get home, I got to eat. So,
Yeah. Well,
and the number one rule is when I eat dinner, we watch the news. If the news is on, we watch the news. I believe in that strongly. I gotta know what's going on in the world.
That's a wrench that can be used.
And I think Jazz has made a point of it once or twice. Like, hey, how come you show for Corey streams? Well, if his are an hour later, it really helps.
yeah.
It really helps. But yeah, 4 days a week, I'm an active part of the workforce. So it's like, yeah, I gotta take care of that first. And
Usually,
I definitely won't. I won't speed because I love having my car drive for me. So as soon as I get on the highway and I put it in, 100 or 101 cruise control, and I just let it coast. I love it.
What kind of car do you got there, Rick?
RAV4, 2018, 2019,
Huh.
2018 probably.
I'm not sure what kind of RAV4 my dad has. I just know he has a RAV4.
Well, I love Toyotas, so it's great.
Oh yeah.
And it was the last one with that design, and then the year later they changed the headlamps, and then the next year was where they came up with the new body type.
Hmm.
But love them to death.
Jazz
And
streams, I'll catch them during. I'll be making supper or something. Usually is when a lot of times. So sometimes I'd watch it while I'm doing dishes, but
oh my God,
it's
sorry.
always that's the time.
The cat, the beast. I was trying to remember. We were watching a movie right after dinner earlier, before this stream, on Netflix with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, DeWitt, Levitt. I can't remember his name. The one where you pop a pill and you get a superpower.
Limitless.
No. That's a good one though. That is a good one. Actually, that's far better. By the way, that's a far better one.
My dad loved that show.
That wasn't a Netflix one. Limitless is not a Netflix one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we didn't watch WandaVision. Shoot.
Yeah, you're
Forgot.
behind.
I'm now one behind. I gotta watch it tomorrow.
Did either of you see the Michael B. Jordan Super Bowl commercial? The Alexa.
I didn't watch the game or any of the commercials this year,
Mm-mm.
which is
watched.
a first. I usually watch, if I don't watch the game, I watch the halftime and the commercials. I didn't do any of it this year.
Neither did I. It was just one of my coworkers. He was like, "You gotta watch it." So it was like at 4:45 today. We're basically doing nothing anyways. So that late in the day, so I put it on YouTube on my phone. We watched it. It's hilarious. If you YouTube Michael B. Jordan commercial,
right,
it's good. It's like a spoof of basically if Alexa was like a real person or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. You get a kick out of it.
You know what? I think I'm gonna modify it to be on that end.
I don't know if I want a real person screwing up my instructions.
It was a
Alexa, call my wife. Calling your girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I just noticed that movie Creed 2 just came to Netflix, and that's I had mentioned that. And he's like,
okay.
"Did you see the commercial or whatever?" And like what commercial? But yeah, so that's a movie I'm watching this weekend. It's Creed 2.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
It must just come out.
I was tempted to book an extra day. I couldn't book yesterday because so many guys were off, and we knew this going into it. And I couldn't book Tuesday because there was a lot of shenanigans going on at work, and I know I can't book this coming Thursday, so it's like, I guess I'm not booking any extra time. I was hoping to have an even longer weekend than normal. I guess I'll have to live with 4 days. Poor me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boo-hoo. Richard's
Did
a prick.
you use up all your Wednesdays that you booked?
Yeah. So all the stats, the Lou days. So the Wednesdays were gone for January. So now I've got 15 vacation days and 3 floater days. So I got 18 days to play with for the rest of the year. And I'm not sure how I'm going to book them since without a vaccine, there's no real travel, and I don't know what to do.
See you, Mama.
You out of here, Mama? Well, Mama, you gotta stop drinking so early in the morning. I mean, that's why you're up so early. You're used to. Thanks for hanging around, Mama. Who's gonna get rid of the porn stars from my channel now?
Yeah. Mr. North Pole.
Peter North. I mean, was such a random one to pull out of the air,
Oh,
and
I
I guess
know.
because of my age, and it's
I
like, yeah,
remember I'm the owner of North Pole Productions.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm old enough. I knew who that was.
yep,
I'm too young.
Yeah.
yeah. That's okay. You're not missing much.
See, Richard's from the Ron Jeremy days.
Wow, you had to go there, eh? And that's the name you had to come up with.
Oh, you watched that wrecking ball thing that I showed you,
Yeah.
right?
Actually, he's in a little bit of trouble now.
Oh, really?
Well, okay. I mean, we all know what he did for a living. He was one of the top guys in the industry forever. And he's getting a little bit of the Me Too thing. He's being attacked for having done something to somebody or and I don't really believe any of it because anyone who associated with him knew who he was, knew how to get ahead in that business, knew what being with him would do for you in that business. So I'm very skeptical of anyone trying to point fingers at him, trying to make like he's some sort of predatory monster. He didn't
Yeah.
have to be. He was he was an icon. And I know that sounds bad me saying that, but it's like he didn't have to because he could go anywhere in Vegas or a few other places and get whatever he wanted from anybody, you know?
Yeah.
Men or women.
Well,
Men wanted to hang around him because they would like to get his seconds. I mean,
he was built for that industry.
yeah, as funny as that sounds, because he wasn't a looker.
Yeah.
He was uniquely qualified though.
That was one of the first. Actually, it's my now boss. Was the first guy that showed me that clip. It was when that Miley Cyrus song really was.
Oh, really?
And he see that wrecking ball clip. Oh my god, we freaking laughed. Like of all the people, somebody like him and I started off. We were kind of equals, and then the way things progressed in my job, the management role was offered. I decided to let it pass, and I said I support him 100% because we got along. Yeah. It's been great. We all together and confide in each other, and it's good. Since he's took over, we've been super successful too. Our as far as our branch, we've been killing it. Goes to show when you get the right people together, what a difference.
Oh yeah. Well, I know, like in my company, we're struggling always with the wrong person in the wrong job, and it's like there are people who are great workers and they're just horrible at management, and it's like
well, you need a mixture of both. You have good management, but to know the business. And we had the one before. He knew how to manage people, but he knew nothing about agriculture. Nothing. And like it just didn't work.
Hey Ryan, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Kill your stream. Use the same link and come back in.
Okay. Well,
because it's skipping real bad for all of a sudden.
I was wondering if that was just me or not.
No. I mean, at different times it gets really bad, and then it settles. And I just think it's just because it's the cell phone on the house Wi-Fi,
right?
And it's not ideal to stream from house Wi-Fi from a cell phone. It just isn't.
Mm-hmm.
There's settings in your home router, if you have it, called quality of service, QoS. And if you tweak those, you can optimize your internet stuff for video and the type of bandwidth that video takes and the packet size of typical video.
Right.
There's a lot you could do to improve it. I used to enable the QoS settings for video gaming, because if you want a video game on Xbox Live or PlayStation, prioritizing your internet service for that kind of thing can make a big difference for your gaming. Because you want lowest latency possible. You don't necessarily need big packets, but you want the lowest latency possible. Whereas with video, you actually want very large packets because you want solid chunks going out there clean. There's a lot of stuff you can tweak, and it's all trial and error. And what works for one won't work for another.
Okay. I need to call my Lego store tomorrow, just to verify if they got the either one or the other set I need in stock, even though I won't be needing it till Monday.
Now you're able to walk right into your Lego stores, though, right?
Yeah, but I gotta take transit, and I got so many limited tickets to take, and it's so cold out, you know.
we were -6 during the day, and I think we're -15 tonight. That's about as cold as I expected to get. I mean, maybe -21 on the outside, but yeah, it's even my daughter was saying she hasn't worn winter boots much at all.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in Toronto. Everything is well groomed. It's plenty warm. I mean, I wear my sneakers. I wear my Nikes out. The only time I wear my boots is Monday to Thursday to work, and those are work boots, safety boots.
Right.
Steel toes, steel heels, the works. Every other time I go out, I'm wearing sneakers, dude.
In the world. Oh, it's this.
If I put on, I have winter boots, and they're only 20 feet away from me right now. Now, if I put them on, it's only because the tongue is hanging out. They're nice and loose, and if I need to put something on my feet real quick, like to go check the mail or do other shenanigans or something, then I'll throw those on as opposed to lacing up my sneakers.
Right. What the heck? This thing is just so many different parts and pieces.
Mama seems to keep the schedule I do. She gets up at 4:30 most days. Now, I went to bed at 5 a.m. and then I got up first at 7.
Okay.
7:30 with my wife, but I didn't get up. I was just awake. And then at 9 or 10 o'clock, that's when I crawled out of bed. And that's when I realized I can't spend another Friday indoors. I gotta get out and drag my daughter out, which was good for both of us. The funny thing was, we were outside. She goes, "Daddy, can I wear your sunglasses?" I go, "Why?" And she goes, "Well, it's bright out here." I go, "There's no sun. What do you mean it's bright?" She's been inside way too much. Oh, look at this. He come up with another new name.
I can't see it.
I know, and I'm going to fix that in a second. Wow, what the heck is going on? That was weird. So, okay, I don't hear any of the sound now. Say something, Ryan.
He's muted.
Oh, he muted. Oh, are you fixing stuff? Because right now, Ryan, you're muted. I don't know if you know you're muted.
He's muted.
Oh, he muted. Are you fixing stuff?
I think he has a stream playing.
Right now, Ryan.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I kind of hear a slight bit of an echo. I don't know if that's just me or what.
He's muted. He's muted. Oh, he's muted. Oh, he's muted.
All I hear is he's muted.
He's muted. He's muted.
What did you break? All you had to do was go out and come back in.
I'm trying to do it through the laptop.
Oh, okay. Now, okay, so I'm trying to figure out how you can get this to work.
I closed out of YouTube and Facebook. I'm wondering if that fixed it.
So, what? I mean, right now you sound okay.
Yeah, I think it had something to do with those. Like I think it was playing back through the other programs.
Could be. One of the things you do, like if you have a separate instance of YouTube or Facebook running, mute that audio so it's not piping that out, because then you're going to get that weird echo feedback.
Yeah, I wonder what the heck is going on.
Yeah, I see it.
I have the stream open but muted. I don't know. I'm gonna just type saying that easy. I don't know.
So, first we're gonna. Yeah, that's an interesting person. Okay.
He's trying.
Yeah. Cool. Anyway, there we go. Will was hidden by all bricks count. Oh, okay. I guess I did get him. Boom.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And you know what? Just in case Corey's still around. I've never needed moderators before.
Yeah, I know. It hits you in the face when you realize you do.
Yeah, and it's like, look at that. And what did I do tonight? I went and invited, the people from that 34K group. It's like, oh, interesting.
Corey's not here yet anymore. Oh, okay. I had to refresh the page in order to see that. Cool. Nice. Thanks.
Anyway, I put a wrench on him. I know I could. I can trust them. Look at that! Look at that! Everyone in the channel is going to be a moderator. Let's see. Hey, Ryan, say something in the channel so I can make that happen. Because I can only do it if I can see you in the channel.
There's this one channel where they make everyone almost everyone a moderator, and then apparently they do a wipe at the end of the day. But I'm like,
okay.
Their methods of doing things are interesting.
Oh, and there's Brick Maniac. I can just do that.
Yeah. Question: why do people not encourage spamming in their streams?
Why do they or don't they?
Don't they? Like they're against it.
Well, why would you want people to spam?
Well, I got someone who's telling me it helps with the engagement thing.
Oh, yeah. No one wants to see it. I don't care. If you engage, great, and if you don't, you don't. I don't care. If I get to a magic number, great, and if I don't, who cares? Don't watch. Mm-hmm. I believe in freedom of speech just fine. And I believe in my right to say, I don't want to see you. So Shazam.
Yeah.
And I believe in someone else's right to go start their own channel and say whatever they like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to see it. That's their business.
Yeah.
And I always look at it like, if that person's got to take that much, or is going to take effort to say whatever they want to say, it's like, okay, so what does that say about them as opposed to me?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they took time out of their really busy lives to do or say whatever it is they thought they were saying.
Mm-hmm.
I am so far beyond that kind of shit phasing me. But I have the luxury of age and experience and whatnot. You know, if someone had done that 25 years ago, I'd be all piss and vinegar and fire and brimstone and want to know where they live so I could, you know, at best throw eggs out their window, and at worst, I don't know, something else more creative. But whatever it would be, it'd be messy for sure.
Well, I'm
You
going
like
to grab
that,
a
eh?
pair of pliers. I'll be right back.
You're still trying to get those two parts apart?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you, Stud City's Lego store, just from this one photo I'm looking at, kind of looks like my store almost.
Oh, yeah. Nice big store.
Yeah, sure, it's a big store, all right. It's not.
Oh, no.
And that's another thing I like to. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah, I mean, like I've posted like one or two videos that are still up that show off the store. But if you want like something that's more recent, check out Brixie's vid. I guess I don't know. That's like a few months more recent compared to mine.
Right.
But yeah, just tell my friends a few things about what I did when I last went there. And I was thinking, you guys think I'm a dirty rat, don't you? And they're like, no, kind of understandable why you would be like that. And I'm like, I feel like a rat. I really do.
I watched 5 minutes of one of Brixie's videos earlier today, or yeah, it must have been today, on changes he wants to do yet again to his city.
Mhm.
I mean, he's only been in that place for a couple months, and like the revisions. I think the biggest problem is he's run out of real ideas that don't cost money. Like, see, you can go out and you can shop every week at Lego store if you got the wallet. I mean,
That's more or less what he's been doing. It's except daily.
yeah, and you know, one of the things I did last year was, yeah, I did a lot of hunting for those rare stuff, so that was cool. And I was, I was making the new bricks videos, but then I was also strategically purchasing and spreading it out. So I had something for each one because I wanted to try. At that time, I was trying to pump them out every week. Now, if I don't, I don't. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I got a hope in hell of having a video next week. It'll probably just be a chat session with you guys. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm not so concerned. This is the new mentality that I don't have to spend money every week.
Quality,
make
not quantity. Eh?
I'm going to try. I mean, hey, none of this is my money, so it's like a win for me. But we'll see what happens. But it's like I think he's struggling with what can you really do, and it's tough. I mean, especially when he doesn't want to bring anyone on to talk with him.
Yeah, he says he's a lone wolf, which I kind of get that. I have moments where I just don't want to talk to anyone, and then I end up ghosting them for about a few weeks, and I feel bad after. But I'm just like, I get where he's coming from the lone wolf perspective to some degree.
I mean, I think he forgets how he got so big, and that it's not I'm saying that he should be bringing all these people in, but it's like, okay, so he's got the people who've joined his club. Okay, so why not bring them onto the stream with him or something? I'm sure some of them have video and whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
well, there's one person I'm really surprised he doesn't like phone while he streams or something like that, and he's an Instagrammer, but like they act like best buds basically because like again I waited in line at the grand opening and he's mentioned him in other vlogs and such.
Sure.
His face has never been shown, but what's the name? It's like Biker Dude or something like that. I gotta give me 2 seconds here.
That same one.
Pardon?
The you're talking about Brixie?
Yeah, Brixie, Brick Builder Biker.
Yeah, he was in his vlog the other day when they went, he went around to all his Walmarts and bought like 20 of those, or like, yeah, that's the
but
guy.
see,
who's with him.
that's when he's out and about. But he
Yeah.
doesn't bring them on stream otherwise.
No way.
Yeah. And he seems like quite the person to talk to. I mean, like my dad and I were having a conversation with him about like Lego stuff and how he's gone to Calgary a few times just to get one set used or whatever. And I'm just like, wow, gone out of your way to do that. Good on you.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a couple, like 2 hour drive, right? Is
Think
it that
so.
long?
Well,
It's
for
an
me,
8 hour drive.
it was like an 8 hour drive for me because my dad's car wasn't running the best. So we had to stop every now and then so that he could let the radiator, I think, cool off, something like that. I don't know.
Because if
Like,
he could
we
get
made the
some,
trip. Was that 2 years ago? We went vacation in Edmonton and then came down to Calgary for another couple nights. Yeah, it was like 2 hours, I think. But it's plenty far to go for one set. Mind you, I drove to Portage the other day to hit up the Walmart there, and that's about an hour and 15 minutes. So
oh wow. You know what?
but
though?
I've had good luck there before, and I hadn't
I
been
would-
there in a year. So
I would love that drive.
oh, I
In-
didn't. It went okay. Yeah.
In the spring, I want to go to the store. It's probably going to cost me at least a half tank of gas to get there, if not more. So probably a tank round trip. It's a store that's only got Hot Wheels cars. I don't even buy Hot Wheels cars, but I want to see a store that's just Hot Wheels cars. I'm fascinated by this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hate stickers that are this big. This has got to go on the 1x6.
Yeah, we're still going.
Who's back? Oh, Jaden. Hey, Jaden. Yeah, but we kind of switched. We're building and chatting now.
Good night. Okay. See you later. Thanks for popping in.
Well, yeah, I did retitle this Late Night Builds.
Oh, I noticed that. And I was like, okay, cool. I don't think there's anything else I can really do in regards to repairing this set right now, so I'm just gonna put it back on the shelf or see how it looks.
Oh, look at it. You can hardly see the yellow. But it actually come out really good.
Oh yeah.
That is horrible to do a thin 1x6 length sticker. It's like, oh, it's so long. Because by the time you get to the other end, like you wonder, is it actually this is dead perfect, but it's so easy for it to go off angle or be too far off one side, and it just ruins everything. That one should have been a printable piece. There we go. Nice. And I've sent out offers to a few more people. They can come on stream if they're comfortable. For some, they're just not comfortable putting their face on, or they're not tech savvy enough. I say, well, it's not that hard. Even if you got the cell phone, the link will work for you. Not difficult. And that's where the software is great. It's not that it's dummy proof, but it's not difficult. I mean, if Ryan can figure it out.
That's exactly what I was going to say. If I can figure it out.
If I could figure it out. When I was at work yesterday, I was spacing out skids, dropping them down for guys. And, the guy who was doing all the hand bombing for me, he goes, thank you so much. I go, why? Because a regular guy never leaves the space. I go, well, my rule of thumb is if I can't walk around this skid, it's not enough space. I'm a big guy. So, and he's a skinny guy. He goes, yeah, everyone else, they push him too close and they screw us up. And then we got to get a pump truck or try and find a guy with a machine to move it again. I'm like, no. I'm not here to make your lives harder. You're already doing most of the hard work. I mean, hand bombing and building and wrapping skids. I mean, a lot of people can't do that or won't do that. It's not easy work. I mean, it's mind
Work
numbing.
smarter, not harder.
What was that?
I always say work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, well, that's it. If I could leave an extra 6 inches between skids, and if that makes that guy's life easier, with him bending over all day, lifting boxes and wrapping skids. I mean, that one day, Monday, when I was doing the hand bombing, it's like my knee was almost completely blown out because every time I bent over to wrap skids, I got a special hand wrap tool. I'm going around the skids, and it's like, oh, my legs are killing me because I'm leaning over to wrap low, and I'm favoring the one leg and using some of the muscles and ligaments I'm not used to using in that way all day long. And it's like, at the end of the day, I was in so much pain. For Tuesday, my wife had to loosen me up. We put old man cream all over. I mean, my arm, my bicep, um, my knees, my ankles, my calves. I mean, I was so sore. And it's not like I don't lift every day. When I'm on the order picker and I'm up in the air, I lift all these boxes, but I'm only lifting, whatever number of pieces I'm supposed to per hour, 30, 40, 50, not 30, 40, 50 per 5 minutes, right? That's per hour normally. And it's like, it's a big difference when you're that guy on the dock building skids. You definitely get, and I told my boss afterwards, I go, I've done this enough times, but I tell you, we really should make every one of our operators do this because they would really appreciate when they really make shitty skids for these guys when they drop skids anywhere. Because these guys, the work they do is not appreciated enough. I've always appreciated because I remember where I came from and I started hand bombing. I wasn't always an operator. That's where I started back in '97.
Yeah.
So,
No, I'm a big believer everyone should start at the bottom and work their way up.
Yeah. And I believe that for the bosses, they definitely should be, have experience at least somewhat, so they know what everyone goes through.
Well, they understand the business better that way too.
Yep. We're all about to have a real culture shock at my workplace because we're all about to change the major software that we use to manage everything is changing.
Yeah.
So everyone's going to have to go through this new training. So basically, we're all starting over, and it's going to be so frustrating. So that's where I'm at right now. I got half of this thing done. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like the kind of isometric 3D look. That's not bad.
What I don't like is the Technic connection things on the left end of the back of the building.
What, these over here?
Yeah, those. It doesn't make sense to me. It kind of looks weird.
Makes you wonder if they had a... Well, oh, I see. So yeah, you join the VIP plaque to the one side. So why on the other? That's a little weird. I get it though. I don't think it's too out of left field what they did there.
Yeah.
Oh, this is some sort of monster or something. Cool.
It's like that the Legos equivalent of the Loch Ness Monster, I think, something like that.
Yeah. My wife goes, I want to build one of the stuff in the bag. I go, no, just wait a little bit. Build it tomorrow. She goes, how can you wait? She's really excited. I go, what do you mean, how can I wait? Do you not see where we live? All I do is wait.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wait too long. Yeah, I don't know. Almost never have I gone, oh, I got to build it as soon as I get home or anything. And I don't know if that means I'm not as enthusiastic as someone should be. I don't know, especially considering what I've spent over the years. But that's not how I enjoy the Lego. It's here for me to go like a library. If you're a book collector or you're a big book reader, you don't necessarily read all the books right away. I mean, I haven't read this yet. This is a gift from Christmas, right? I'm a wrestling fan, and I like the Young Bucks, so my family got me this because this is something I actually said I wanted. Well, I haven't read it yet. I intend to, for sure. And I probably will start maybe bumping off a chapter a week or something. Don't want to wait too long. I don't want them to be the old Bucks before I get finished reading them. They're already being called that now because they've been the Young Bucks for like 15 years now. And they're kind of multimillionaires and executive vice president of the company they're working for. And it's like, yeah, it's getting a little long in the tooth. Yeah, I'm going to make his eyes a little cockeyed looking. That's cool. There we go. And then we do a dragon's face or something. I was looking at, so you've got me. I blame you, Jacob, and actually probably Corey a little bit too, because I know he's getting into Ninjago.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was looking pretty serious at the mechs and the dragons.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
And it's like, oh, because I do have the Mega Constructs dragons, and they're going to be nice when I have those two built, and they're big, And there's a Chinese dragon set that I want to get, but I'm pretty sure they lifted some rebrickable design, but it looks so good. It's like, I really think I'm going to have to turn a blind eye to this, and I don't know. It looks so amazing. I think UCS Dragon, like it's, just crazy long. But, decisions, and I still haven't pulled the trigger on Prime, and now Chinese New Year's just started or it's over?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, the Steam deals just started, so I want to say it's starting or started. I don't know.
But yeah, I gotta decide soon. Actually, I think there might even be a second opportunity for a different looking Optimus Prime in brick form. Actually, I watched a video today. Do you know who Unicron is in the Transformers?
Yes.
Okay, so I watched a video on a guy who got one of the HasLab Unicrons. Now, I don't know if you were familiar with the project, but the idea was that it was crowdsourced. They got money and an interest from us, and enough people had put their money into it that Hasbro decided they could develop it.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this thing is, gotta be at least 30 inches tall. It's monstrous. And it fully transforms from the planet to the full Destroyer of Worlds robot.
Oh, wow.
And it is beautiful. It's still plastic, but it's beautiful. And they did such a good job on the transformation. And when you look at it, it feels like they took to heart the movie and really did a good job on that transformation. Like, it's just so nice. I don't know what it costs in the end to get it, but hey, if you're a Transformers fan and consider yourself a completist and you don't have that, you must be hating yourself, because that thing has to be expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so nice. I mean, if I had a choice between that and, say, all of the line or all of a wave, I would probably still want all of a wave, just because that one piece alone is impossible to display. It's heavy. I just don't know where most people would put it. And that's coming from, having the Falcon and other large sets. It's like, yeah, that's a tough one to own, I think. Very nice. A little cashier.
I'm looking at the box art for for the set, the Ultra Agents set I got, and I think I got it in my head that I don't think I'm gonna like the helicopter when it's built. It just doesn't look complete.
Oh no.
You got exposed Technic stuff all over. It's just, and the cockpit looks like it was slapped together. And when it comes to designing it, I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I'm judging a book by its cover at this point, but I don't know.
You are prejudging.
And the side build, I mean, like, I don't see what I can complain about other than it's not big enough. But then again, this is a 400-piece set, so I don't know.
I mean, I balance my expectations on the size and what I pay and
Oh yeah.
the theme.
All in all, the main reason for me getting it is just the one minifigure. It's nice that they threw in the hazmat suit guy, which I always wanted to have that piece in any shape or form. So that's cool. And it's my first Ultra Agent set, so.
I think it's a nice set.
Yeah, it looks decent, but when it comes to like the helicopter, I'm just like, I don't know.
What?
Oh, what? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. How much was it, that one? What did you get?
It went retail for $50, and I paid $50.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I consider that to be a deal. The fact that it came out in 2014,
Yeah.
and it's sealed. The only issue when it comes to the condition of the box, it's got like a few dents here and there, and the tape, it's like falling off. So on one end.
Well, it's still like really, it's still a brand new set though. Like,
oh yeah,
what was it, like 450 pieces or something like that? Mind you, piece count isn't everything, but
see, so on the back. Yeah, on the back it says free interactive story app. And a part of me wants to look at the app, but I tried looking it up and it's nowhere to be found. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about with all these app integrated sets.
Oh, that's horrible.
It'll be all discontinued now. But
they pull the app from the shelves and never to be seen again. And that's what I'm worried is going to happen with Mario. And there's only going to be the odd person out who's going to have the instructions posted to their YouTube channels.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, high quality PDFs of those instructions are going to be a hot commodity someday.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, they say they got the instructions posted to their website, but they don't. The little advertisement pieces of paper that you get from the sets, that's what they think are the instructions. It's not. And that's what's uploaded to their website.
Well, see, that's true and it's not true. Remember what I told you about actually, this is wrong company. It's Mega Blocks, I'm thinking, Mega Constructs, where they do the same thing, right? They have the building box gives you instructions for 2 out of 6 builds.
Mm-hmm.
The other builds are on the site, and they're hard or almost impossible to get to, but with a little bit of URL hacking, you can get the other instructions. And that's how some other YouTubers were able to post it. It's like they just screwed around with the URL links, and guess what? They were able to produce the other instructions sitting there. They're just hidden. It's like, oh, thanks a lot. Because they wanted you to use their stupid app. But like in my case, their app doesn't work on my old-ass iPad. And I'm not buying a new iPad. Not happening. And they won't update their software for, every iPhone and Android on the market. No, you got to have an iPad. Are you kidding? No, it's okay. I will find a way every time. Which reminds me, for the newer building box set, I need to do the same thing probably. Get all the instructions, give the PDFs to my wife, and have her print them out for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I was saying, the Brickman's got some pretty cool sets. Like I was saying, they got a 1998 one that's sealed for like $65. They got some of the UCS stuff, just a lot of collectible stuff, as well as some loose parts and minifigs, or even just used sets as well.
Yeah, I've already tasked Jacob with finding out a price of a couple UCS sets next time he goes. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, when you passed over the space sets, I was drooling. It's like, ooh.
Well, hey, if I can figure out how to ship stuff and whatnot, I can,
Oh,
you
I
know.
got plenty of sources for space stuff. It's just, oh my God, it's not cheap, and then you're dealing with used parts. Because I will never pay for a sealed classic space. I'm sorry, I love this stuff, but it's just not
What
happening.
if it's for retail though? What if I find one for retail?
I wouldn't be able to afford it, and that's me.
Really?
And that's me because you're not. I don't believe. No way. I mean, you're talking about sets that disappeared before. What was it? 79 to 83, 84. Because any of the space after that, I wouldn't be interested in anyway. Um, yeah, it'd be prohibitively expensive. They're already prohibitively expensive used, and then you got to
Oh
deal with
yeah.
all the shenanigans with people swapping out parts and using the wrong colors and sending you broken parts. Where is the part? There we go.
Yeah, there's a handful of sets that he had in there that I wanted, but I couldn't afford at the time because I want this Ninjago promo, and I got it in my head thinking I'm not gonna be able to get the Tournament of Elements because they only get one or two in stock per shipment, and it's a popular set. They're probably sold out by now, and I have a better chance of getting the more expensive set because it's not as popular and they get more of it in stock.
Yeah.
So that's my train of thought for what Monday's going to be like, for what I'm going to buy. I was originally planning on also going to Chapters to get a Five Nights at Freddy's book that I forgot was released, but after seeing the deals on Steam, I was like, you know what? I want to get some Lego games. Getting sick and tired of Ninjago just stressing me out.
I'll have to take a look at that Steam. My daughter's got it set up. She's playing one game on it now.
Oh yeah, Team Fortress 2 is free on it. That's TF2.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty good FPS.
Yeah, I don't know if I got the horsepower on this setup, and once the computer stores open up, then I can worry about getting the big build going. That's going to be exciting.
I was kicking myself because I checked on Kijiji like the next day under Brickheads. I'm finally looking for Brickheads now on Kijiji. And this person had the exact same Brickheads I picked up. Pretty dang good condition box compared to mine for $5 less.
Ooh.
But they're all the way further away from my house and the brick bin combined. And it would be a nightmare trying to get there via transit, in my opinion.
See, that's where sometimes I've been so aggressive. Like, I didn't care. 200 kilometers, round trip, whatever. Didn't care. Got in the car. 1 in the morning, didn't care. But then there's a value to that, and the cost and gas and wear and tear on you and your car. And it's like, as I get older, I'm going to try and be smarter.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's what you do to get what you want because there's no other way to get it, too. I mean,
oh yeah, I've done that for blind bags. There's this one person who is basically my retired blind bag dealer. I think it's safe to call him that at this point. Every time I'm looking for a retired blind bag, they're the one I go to. Yeah, they charge like $5 or $10 more than retail, but like depending on how old it is, of course I'm willing to fork it out because everyone else is asking like 3 times what they're asking.
Oh, nice.
So I don't mind taking and they know me. They've actually delivered to my house because they were in the area a few times. They're actually the same person because like we were doing a trade of one minifigure and they were looking for a second one. And I didn't have anything that I wanted to trade for at the time. So I was like, hey, I'll get you the second one, but make it as a down payment for when you get a full case of this series because I just want one specific character. And that's how I got the Space Police guy instantly. So that was nice.
I wish I had a guy who would deliver Lego. Well, I do. It's called Canada Post and FedEx.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you, FedEx local here in Vaughan. Yeah, they had have quite the outbreak. 50 plus people out right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And that's on top of Canada Post. And they're still got 300 plus out. So yeah, not fun time in the GTA right now if you're a courier.
Yeah, I know that my two Bricklink orders from one was Quebec, the other was Ontario. Actually, the Quebec one came a day earlier than the Ontario one.
Makes sense. From Quebec Hub, they just, hop, skip, and a jump right over us.
Well, you know what? I think a lot of that stuff it goes through Ontario, the hub in Ontario though first too. I know any traffic.
Yeah.
This was regular letter mail or whatever, oversized letter mail. But
Hmm.
I know the parcel stuff. It goes through the hub in Ontario anytime. I've got stuff from out east.
Wow.
But
because I would have thought that Quebec would have had their own major hub, but yeah, maybe they don't.
Yeah, it's like well, I got something from Nova Scotia a few months back.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was from Nova Scotia. It took about 3 or 4 days. It hit Quebec. Then another 3 or 4 days. It hit like Mississauga. And then another 3 or 4 days. It hit Winnipeg. And then it's at Winnipeg. It was surprising they hit Winnipeg. It's 2 hours away. Took another 3 days for it to hit Brandon, and then another day. I think it was like 2.5, 3 weeks around like total.
Wow.
But at least they were like uploading the track, and I was keeping an eye on it to make sure it kept moving. Yeah, it was like clockwork. Every like 3 to 4 days, get an update, and it's moved a little farther. And
that's a cool little set. I can't remember what I got most of those bag sets with.
Still hunting for one Lego Store employee minifigure. I might end up just buying the torso and then just assembling my own unique store employee. But I've complained about this before. The Lego Store sets don't come with employees. Like there's the odd one or two, but like the ones I own have not come with them. It's annoying.
That's a nice little build, though.
Oh yeah.
And I guess what you were saying with those Technic hole bits, I mean, you got the option of plugging it in each way. I don't know why you would want to do it the other way.
It looks weird then.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it now, but I mean, I don't know. I don't see any reason anyone would want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, I don't know. That's not appealing at all.
See, I'm at the point now where I'm thinking I got 2 out of 3 for Valentine's brickheads. I want to hunt down the last one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it's a dog, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see myself getting that, no issue. It was just the bumblebee that I impulse bought words.
My daughter says that. Shows my age. I don't know why I put brick separator there. It's not even in the set. That is pretty cool. I wonder if I gave one as a gift to my buddy, just because he had done me some favors. Actually, I gave a bunch of them away as gifts just because I did have a bunch. And I had no intention of selling them. I wonder if he's built it. That is 200 pieces. I mean, that's nice. Anything that's less than that is almost not worth the trouble. I mean, this thing here for $40 purchase, like it's $5 bag tops, and it's only 75 pieces. And I feel.
And there's nothing really exclusive about it either.
No, there's nothing to it. I mean, I don't have a lot of these pieces in these colors, so that's kind of cool. But I mean, my wife will build it. It's not like I would ever break that down for parts because it's not anything I would need.
You know something I'm kind of hoping is sometimes my Lego store they don't sell their promos, and so even though the promotion's over, they will still try to get rid of them with the requirements. So I'm hoping for Monday I buy this charger that's like $70 already. I'll have more than enough to buy a $15 set to meet the requirement if they got that. That'll be the only reason I spend more than just to get the chargers if they got the extra auxes in stock. Because if I'm that close, just do it. I'll
Yeah.
just do it, you know? Question is, which $15 set for my wish list do I buy?
Yeah.
Well, if you got a bunch of them, just start at the top.
This thing though is that I don't think of them equivalently. I'm okay with not getting them right away, but at the same time, if I'm gonna get one, which one?
Oh,
I mean,
you
like a
know,
lot,
how about age? Look at what might retire first or disappear first.
they all released on January.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, something's coming out on the 16th. I'm Bunny. My wife wants that one too.
Bunny?
She actually, yeah, there's some Bunny set. It's an Easter
Oh, yeah, okay.
set. Some of the
Yeah.
Lego stores had already put it on sale on the shelves, and they got chastised for it because it's not supposed to be out until the 16th. So they pulled it off, including my Lego store. They have it. It's sitting in the back room. And they told my wife, yeah, we had it, and we were told to take it off the shelves. So it's like, oh.
Yeah, my Lego store, they're very strict. I wouldn't even count on them putting stuff out accidentally.
Yeah. That reminds me then. So on the 16th, is there something I want coming out? Because maybe I can get her to get it. Now
Well-
that there's two people in the house building Lego again.
Yeah. There's a Ninjago promo for if you spend $40 or more, but it has to be Ninjago sets. So
Yeah. Now,
No,
it would have
there's
been
a few-
cool if all of this had been bought. If today's Brick Hall, if all of this had been bought together, then that would have qualified for the $80,
the
$85.
Ox, yeah.
I think it might have been close. I should think so. I mean, the Star Wars Brickhead alone was probably 24-ish, so I bet she would have come close.
Yeah.
But see, now she'll have to maybe start thinking that way, like, oh, if I wait and do this, I can get more. See, that's the
That's
way
what
we
I've
think.
learned to
That's what
do.
you think, and Ryan think like, yeah, no, if I stack this and this, and if I get this, it's like it kills me. I don't have the Harry Potter book. I would love that set, and I haven't bought it, but I'm not a Harry Potter guy, so I have to buy it secondary from guys like Jazz or something. It's like, as cool as it is,
I'm in the same boat as you. That monster book of monsters or whatever. I looked
it
at that and
looks
was
it
like,
looks
that's
cool. I don't care for the gimmick. I don't want
Nice.
to roll it around, but it looks really cool. And it's like,
And so I was looking, I was this close to getting the Harry Potter train. Yeah, those on my train kit. And I
see,
didn't.
my
I
wife
couldn't
could
bring
go for
myself.
that. She likes trains, so
couldn't-
she could go for that.
Yeah, I couldn't bring myself to do it. And I might kick myself because that train probably is going to disappear this year. But I'd want to power it if I could. But yeah, I was so tempted to get it for the promo.
I'm gonna have to convince my wife to get that train.
Speaking of trains, when my dad and I were in the brick bin, he saw the Disney train used, and he's like, "Why don't you get into Lego trains?" I was like, "Dad, if I get into Lego trains, I'm gonna want you to put up a big shelf going around the room, and then I'm gonna want you to fund the stuff to motorize it. It's not gonna be good for you or me. Just no, it's bad enough for the anniversary train."
I just open up a
Hi.
huge can of worms. Don't do it.
Hi, Amelia. Remember Gumby? He was just a little green ball of clay.
That'd
I
be
don't
about
know.
as bad as me getting into Black Series figurines. Don't,
I would love a ball of clay, actually. I could make some wicked stuff with clay.
Have you seen the images for video yet, or the trailer at least?
For which one? I'm sorry?
Lego Video.
Oh, no. No, I don't know anything about it either.
Like I said, the easiest thing I could tell you that would be to describe it is TikTok. Lego's version of
Oh,
TikTok.
yeah. Well, Lego's version of Lego Life or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Their digital stuff just doesn't work. You know,
Yep.
it doesn't take off. It doesn't work. And I think most of us are savvy to the idea of tying Lego to anything digital has just been blah. We don't want it.
I mean,
And
like the only. Oh, sorry.
no, no. And it's like even with Lego Life, where it's kind of age restricted. It's kind of funny because there's a lot of adults who really wanted to kind of get in on it, but they wanted to make a safe place for young Lego builders to post stuff safely and sort of anonymously. And it's like, but the young kids are more savvy than Lego understands, and posting anonymously under silly names and
That Lego Life, like I signed Nathan up for it so he could get the magazines and stuff. But like he's almost the age he'll get booted off that. Because I think
Really?
it's I have to look again. I think it's like 12 or 13 that you have to be under that age. So it's like
Ryan, do you want to know what I did after I got older than 13? Because I've been still getting them in the mail. What I've done is I created a new Lego ID and said I was like the lowest requirement for age.
sure.
So that should have me set for a few years.
yeah, I guess you could just set up as a new sibling or whatever.
Yeah. And apparently if you call, they'll still send it to you. But like I tried that once and then they just stopped sending it to me. I was like, okay, fine, let's just do the ID thing.
Yeah.
I haven't had issues since.
That's pretty smart.
I mean, like, it's free. Why are you going to restrict it,
Yeah.
Why you gotta... I've always had issues with the in-store events as well. Like, I was either too young or too old. And nowadays, I'm like, too old for them now, basically. Like, they don't do 18 plus in-store events when, of course, they did that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we only had one day a month in our Lego store for 18 plus, and it's like, ah. Now they did do sometimes we have two local lugs out here, and that was something. But beyond that, if you're just a regular Lego person, no, I mean, if you're older than 12 or 14, you were screwed.
Yep.
And Toys R Us was better than the Lego store because they were doing stuff almost every Saturday or every other Saturday, making take events and other stuff with Lego out here.
Out there, yeah, but not for. I can't say the same for Calgary.
No.
I only remember it doing like once in a while. Like it was not common for me to notice, and I was always looking for events like that, and it just was non-existent for me.
I got this tiny little Millennium Falcon. I think it's all of like 8 pieces, and it comes with a big hard piece of cardboard for the instructions. It's like
Is it based on the Solo movie? If it's got blue and white, then yeah.
No.
Okay.
It's pure white.
Okay.
Pure. It's all pure white. No other colors in it.
It's like a poly bag, right?
It is
The one you're
bagged,
talking?
and it's got a card stock for the instructions.
Yeah, I don't have it, but I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about.
It's kind of awkward, so I actually just got it on top of my display cabinet, and I don't know where to put it because if it was a manual or something, I would put it in one place, and if it's a box, I would put it somewhere else. But having something so thin, bagged with a card stock and pieces in it, I don't know where to keep them, so it's just kind of sitting up there. Every time I pull down something, like, oh look, this is still here.
I find the Winnipeg Lego store. I know Nathan and I went there. That was 2 years ago for like May the 4th, and we got there and they were coming to all the kids and they were asking like trivia questions. That's when the UCS Falcon was at its kind of peak, I would say, of its lifespan.
Mhm.
And they were asking, they wanted to know how many pieces were in the set or whatever. They were asking any of the kids, and then they give them a poly bag. So they give Nathan a poly bag, and they kind of looked at the guy and like Dad's kind of a Star Wars fan too, eh? And he kind of looked at me and he almost like rolled his eyes and he's like, yeah. He throws me one too. It was that, what's the name of it? Shoot, I'll think of the name of the figure, but yeah, we ended up, threw me one and then we went through the checkout and she actually threw two more at us. They walked out 4 of the poly bags. So. And they're like a $10 poly bag now to buy them.
Hang on,
Goes to
guys.
show how much free stuff
right
they
back.
got kicking around there.
We're being asked to hold the fort.
This is getting to be quite the sort now. Now I took everything apart, I decided maybe I should do an inventory, but now it takes a while to find everything.
Yep.
I keep stopping. I'm like, I might be missing a piece, and then oh no, it's right there. It's in front of me. It's staring at me.
Oh, it's that time, is it?
Oh,
I might
yeah.
do a late night. I'm thinking of doing a late night stream just because I really want to play one of those Lego games I got.
Hey Rick, you have to eat a whole handful.
Because
Why go for a handful when you could go for the entire bag?
Yeah,
You'll get a kick.
I could puree it and then do the power.
because how your daughter said they're pretty
Rick.
weak. Now you got to man up. And
So there we go.
Mike, can hardly hear you. There you go.
there you
I
go.
got. Sorry about that. So yeah, we got these at Great Canadian Superstore. Haunted Ghost Pepper, real pepper, heat. I tell you, it just smells like Doritos. It's not even a scary smell. We're bringing the heat, and it hurts so good. Do you dare? Now, there's 5 settings, and they say this is their hottest for the retail
Supposedly.
product. Supposedly for the retail product. Let's see if there's anything I mean, of course it says it's a haunted ghost pepper, but ground corn. We got canola oil, sunflower oil, salt, ghost pepper, potato starch, cayenne pepper, chipotle pepper, powder, cane sugar, flavor, yeast, onion powder. Okay, I mean, I don't see anything even more ghost pepper. Oh, the heat is real. So, I had Pepto, but that was like before this stream starts. That was over 3 hours ago. And I don't even have any drink left, so I got nothing.
Uh-oh.
I got nothing here.
We're going to get as good as a reaction as when somebody donates to me. Maybe better.
Let's see here. If we're going to do this, where is this? There we go.
What color are they? They're pretty dark.
So, it just looks like a Dorito. Just smells like a Dorito.
How's it taste?
Oh, that's great.
See,
Oh. Ooh.
That's
you really want
easy.
color there?
Oh my God.
Hey, man, I'll send you an e-transfer
So-
because that's worth every penny of $2.99 for me. That's worth- that was worth it.
Oh. But okay, see, it doesn't taste good. But okay, so when you eat some hot stuff like your lips.
one. Oh,
Wow. It was very uncomfortable.
Choose then you stopped.
Because when he stopped is when we knew.
Oh,
He went in all confident. Came back with his tail between his legs.
wow. The tongue. It's the tongue. It's not the mouth and it's not the lips. Actually, I'm not even feeling it on the lips. The tongue. That's two.
You
And the
still
next-
got the rest of the bag.
Yeah. And the next one's got extra powder on it.
Oh yay!
Oh, yeah, here you go.
Extra the fun.
I don't know. Oh, that was bad. Okay, drink time.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. He couldn't take the heat, so he got out of the kitchen.
You know, hot on screen. That's really hard. And he had to leave. Want to say hi to Jacob?
Hi, whoever you are.
Yeah, you see him?
No, I don't. Okay.
Hello.
He's playing Pokemon Sword. That's been the fun.
Done. Once you finish.
Oh my god! And the worst part is, I've only got this much milk.
That's great. It's gonna come back.
You tell Richard I tricked you and gave you a hot chip last weekend, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
See, you
I
should
had-
just save
I
the
had
rest of that
jalapeno.
bag for when you get monetized, and then that's when you'll get some reactions when people
Three.
don't.
actually, wow! And now my nose is running. 3 chips. I got to 3 chips. My daughter did 1, but she said it wasn't bad. I gotta admit, it wasn't horrible. But oh my god! And see the tongue now. Oh, I feel like just putting my tongue in the milk and leaving it there.
A lot of times I buy these jalapeno chips I get at Shoppers Drug Mart. So I played a trick on both kids there last weekend. I slipped.
I will actually use smart.
Yep, probably only ate 2. But I slipped them in. They wanted chips, so I got barbecue chips and I slipped some jalapeno ones and mixed them in.
Yeah, a little Russian roulette.
Sent them off in their own ways, eh? And Elle was the first one to come back, and she's like, "Daddy, something's wrong. with these
There's something
chips."
wrong with these chips.
Yeah, go get
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Yeah, well, it's like they're hot. Like, I'm out to get her water. That's what the first thing was. Like, oh yeah, she didn't say anything, and then a couple minutes later, she's like, "I was wrong." So she went and gave the rest to Nathan. Nathan, he hammered him down. After he says, "Dad, you tried to play a trick on me, didn't you?" Maybe. He's laughed.
Let's see how many trips he has to take to cool himself off.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
2 water ones.
That is uncomfortable. Breaking out the Pepto. Oh my god. Not that I like Pepto, but oh. Ugh. People should not do that to themselves.
Well, it's almost as bad as eating flavored beans for money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, she can have the rest of those. Yep. Maybe I'll just toss them out. I don't know. Ugh.
Give it to
People
the
should-
cat. The cat will leave you alone.
Ooh. Yeah, but I gotta spike it, put it with some meat or something. Trick the cat.
Get that on film. That'll be a nice reaction.
Problem is, see, if you screw with the cat, then the cat screws with you because eventually it's got to come out the other end of the cat, and it won't come out where you want it to. But then you got to clean it up. See, not the lips, the tongue. Oh my god, the side, the two edges of my tongue, not the middle, not the back. The sides, like wow. And that was a problem I've had with some hot stuff over the years. Like if people make stuff too hot, you ruin it. I mean, what are you getting out of it? You can't taste the food. And I love chips. I mean, shoot, I could eat a whole bag without blinking.
Could you do it with that bag you got there?
If I had 4 liters of chocolate milk, I could.
Great.
Just so I could occasionally coat my mouth. Yeah. Because I burned my mouth years ago with pineapple, sliced pineapple. I had a like big chop bin of fresh pineapple, and you know I love it. So you eat it. When you eat 1 or 2 slices of really fresh pineapple that's juicy, that's one thing. But that, wow, my tongue, it's hard to talk. But the acid from pineapple will burn the inside of your mouth slowly, and when you eat more and more, yeah, you know, lemon juice, pineapple juice, whatever, it's the high acidity, and you eat a lot of it. And we bought this big bulk cut up bin of pineapple, and after 2, 3, 4 days, my mouth was raw from eating so much because it was so good, and we enjoyed it. My wife enjoyed it, my daughter, but I ate more of it than anyone. My mouth was so uncomfortably raw; it was hard to eat anything after that till it healed up. Now, remember I said it didn't hit the lips? It's hitting the lips now. It's getting to the lips. Oh
great.
my goodness. That's what you call a slow burn. It gets you kind of sneaky. Or it's a cumulative effect. You eat more and more chips. I don't know. I'll tell you, that last one had more. And oh, you know what's the worst part? When I put the third one in my mouth, some of that powder, I inhaled it. So some of it came off the chip. Like I said, there was more on that chip than the other previous two. And it's like, oh, I regretted putting that one in my mouth. First one, not so bad. Second one, the third one, I had to go for the Pepto. Whew.
What you could do is you could just soak the chips in water and then just like
Ew.
scrub the flavoring off. I don't know.
Well, it's not like the chicken wings where I still had a chicken wing when I was scrubbing most of that stuff off it. Yeah. At least I didn't rub my eyes with it or anything. Because usually I eat enough potato chips you get it on your fingertips, and I was smart enough to rub my eyes with the other hand and touch the chips with.
Mm-hmm.
I did that as a mistake last time I did jalapeno poppers. I made them. The first time I did it, after that, I was like, I gotta wear nitro gloves when I do this next time. Yeah, I forgot all about it. Yep. My hands burned for about 3 hours after.
Well, I watch enough of these competitive food eaters and stuff, and it's like between their techniques for treating themselves before, during, and after, and then, of course, if it's something hot, watch it. You know, be careful with your hands. Actually, one of those shows I like to watch, not competitive, but it's hot wings or hot questions or something. This one guy asks questions to celebrities, and he feeds them 10 chicken wings. I've been watching Sean Evans. I've been watching him. Sean Evans? Yeah, Sean Evans, I think. I've been watching him before we feast. He's got a whole network of these weird food shows on YouTube. And I just love how he gets these people on and goes through the 10 different hot sauces from mild up to the crazy one. Right. And, you know, usually on the third or fourth one, that's where the celebrities start. Ooh, yeah, I'm thinking about that drink, or they're starting to feel it in their mouth or their nose or their eyes. But some people will surprise you and they get right to the end of the 10 sauces. But I don't like it during the COVID era where he sends them the stuff and then they do it from their room or whatever. It's not the same as when he brought him to the studio and he had them face to face in the black room on the table and they were
Yeah.
doing one at a time. It was so much better in those days.
Hmm.
Well, I'm glad I tried it. I don't call that enjoyable. And I'll eat more tomorrow. I just got to have something more appropriate to drink. Because that was literally the last of the milk, and I don't have any more milk. And water. I don't want to drink water, and all I got's this and the blue Gatorade. Usually I have like my daughter's Gatorade, or not Gatorade, oat oat milk. This is something she's just turned on to because she's got bigger lactose issues than I do. So
Okay.
we had almond milk, but she doesn't really like it, so she's trying oat milk. I tried it with her. It's like, oh, it's different. It's creamy. I don't know if it. I don't know if it's something for me to give up cow's milk, but cow's milk hurts, so I don't know. Don't like coconut milk because it just tastes like sweet water to me.
Yep.
And soy,
That's like me and
no one should be drinking soy. I'm sorry, especially men. You should not have soy milk. Not
I
unless
can't
you.
drink skim milk.
Oh, skim milk's so thin. I would love to just have homogenized milk, but my wife won't bring it in the house. She goes, "It's too much fat." I go, "Yeah, but it tastes good."
Yeah, yeah, we do 2% in the house, but we used to even do just 1%, but I like 2%. But yeah, we've had skim and you might as well drink water.
Oh my god! Give me 1 sec. That's hot.
Afterburn. I'm tempted to go and clip that.
Yeah, yeah, you probably should.
Probably post it to the Facebook group. What's he gonna do? Take it down? Oh, what I could do is I could post it to my channel, and then and then monetize the video. I don't know, profiting off of someone else's demise.
It'll be like your first video that just goes viral.
I'm tempted.
Tell them you'll give them 1% of what you make on it or something like that. Watch it, it'll just blow up.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Someone's riling up the dogs upstairs.
Well, I think I am this time.
You doing okay?
Yeah, just too much. Wow.
So Ryan, what do you think I should title that video if I were to do it without giving it away to Rick right away?
Oh, what did you do? Clip this?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Oh.
Oh, no.
What's that do?
Okay, I need to go turn off my cam. Oh
Oh.
boy, that was too much laughter. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, the cam's gonna have to stay off for a bit for me.
Okay. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, my nose not so much for some reason.
Yeah, well, that's why I grabbed these tissues. Like, oh my god, it was just starting to come out.
My daughter had a wicked nosebleed the other night.
Oh, what? Do you know why?
Just dry. It's dry nose.
Yeah,
That's probably his problem.
something
No. I mean, like, I don't know. It could be. I don't know what I'm saying.
something I suffer from, and it causes me nosebleeds. If I take antihistamines, um, and it could be I have a couple problems, a slight cleft palate, and some other nasal problems. But if I take antihistamines or other medication designed to dry out my nose, so I
Yeah.
don't have a runny nose, it works. It's very effective. Unfortunately, it seems to do something that's probably building up pressure, and I end up with nosebleeds at work sometimes because of it. So I don't take them often because, of course, it's always at the most inopportune time when a nosebleed will occur, and I don't get them unless I'm taking something for to dry me out or whatever.
Yeah. I think I remember you saying that you about once before and getting a nose at work or
Yep.
something like that. I remember you saying something like that.
It's happened enough that I know pretty much, when it's going to happen. But there are times when I really got to dry out because otherwise you can't function. You can't always be wiping your nose or drying your nose. And of course, now that we're in the COVID era,
Yeah.
it's like, no, because everyone looks
Yeah,
at
you
you
don't want to run
cockeyed.
your nose now.
Yeah, I've just been very, so. And the nice thing about wearing a mask is, guess what? I can always have a Halls in my mouth now, and no one's the wiser because no one's getting close enough anyway, so they're
Yeah.
not going to smell it. So yeah, I can have a Halls in there and breathe free, and I don't have to have an antihistamine or anything dry me out.
Yeah. Look at
But,
me, I'm BFAB.
yeah, you're beef. I told you earlier, you're beefabbing.
Oh, great.
Oh.
I don't know why I took that out.
Round 2, guys.
Oh, you're doing it again.
Now see, that one was underwhelming. So that's what my daughter said.
Okay.
She tried one earlier and she goes, that one. Didn't see that one was. I got a feeling the mixture isn't quite even.
Yeah, it depends on you'll get a surprise and grab a bad one. Eh?
Okay, that one's for real.
Ha.
That one's for real.
Nice.
Oh.
I guess. I don't know.
Well, you know what though? It's not hot. It's salty. It's very It's very ew. It's very inconsistent. Oh, it tastes like garbage. Yeah. So, imagine the saltiest chip you ever had times 2. Oh, but
Oh,
see,
yeah.
now that kicks in now too. Oh, there it is. And now the tongue. Oh.
And then the lips.
Oh. Oh well, I think we can call it at 5. 5 chips.
And I'm done.
And this is only supposed to be like, it's not the top one. 'Cause that top one is only 1 chip in a box, and they send you the box like $5 a box or something.
Okay.
I guess I'll have to try and order one of those. See if it can put me in the grave.
That'd be interesting to see.
I mean, see if it's really that hot, it should actually elevate my heart rate. Because it's a thermogenic peppers, right? And if this has got the worst pepper on the planet, not hot, kind of hot, super hot, freaking hot. So this is freaking hot. Wow. You know what? You got to eat this, but eat it outside. I bet it's a different experience in the cold.
Yeah, just take your Lego setup and set up a camp outside. How do you do that?
Not in this cold. I'd be afraid of what's cold to do to the Lego. I'd have cracked torsos when I come back in. My wife, when she was cooking, our stove tends to set off the alarm sometimes, so she opened up the balcony door, and it's like, oh my God, it's so cold. And of course, it's only minus 15 here.
You guys have no idea. Or you
Nope.
don't have any idea.
Yep.
We actually had a guy from back home posted a video on Facebook of taking a cup of boiling water and threw it over his head and it turned to steam.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like it was it was minus 35, something like that.
Yeah.
And it was we've been hitting here close to minus 50 with wind chill in the mornings for we've been going on about over 10 days now.
Wow.
Yeah. My truck, it was like parked in the garage. It's the garage is insulated except for the doors. Typically, like even it gets down to minus 15, like it'll melt in there.
Sure.
But it sat for 2 days, and it was draggy this morning. It wasn't happy about starting.
You don't plug it in?
I don't plug it. I never plug it in the garage.
Oh no. Okay.
No, well, typically I don't need to. Like it's usually under minus 20 in there, regardless, anytime of year, except for this cold snap. It's cold in the garage too now.
I know some cities, even the public streets, will have plug-in points, but we don't in Toronto. It's actually pretty uncommon for us to plug in our cars.
Well,
It'd be smart. It'd be smart for us to do it, but we don't do it.
yeah, like we, I would say as far as like most all your vehicles are usually, I think most of the newer ones have a inline fuse on your block heater cord too. They don't actually, they got a thermostat in there to, they don't cut into like minus 17, minus 18 anyways. So actually up until like over a week ago, I hadn't had to plug my truck in yet all winter.
We had an incident around Christmas where my wife killed the car, but she knew what she had done right away. She was sitting, she had ran the car for 30, 40 minutes on the battery, just the battery in the cold. And it was just enough to put the battery below what's needed to crank. And I had just boosted 2 or 3 guys the previous week, so my backup battery in the trunk, it wouldn't crank the car.
Okay.
And I said, well, you can call CAA or you can wait till I charge up my backup battery. I took it, brought it inside, warmed it up. And of course, when you warm up the battery, it almost instantly comes back to 100, but it's a false positive. But we went back down, tried anyway. And it didn't quite, still wasn't there. So it came back up, and I said, well, it's going to have to charge. She managed to get one of our neighbors to boost it, but yeah, I knew. It's funny. 2 days before she did that, I knew I should have brought up my backup battery because you're only with the booster I got, the jump box. They tell you you can boost once, and if that didn't take, you wait 10 minutes. You can boost again, and if that doesn't take, don't do it again.
Oh, okay.
And then charge the battery, and then you could try again.
Yeah.
Well, I boosted 3 guys in the 1 week.
Yeah.
And I was surprised I'd gotten away with it, but it wasn't a particularly cold week either. But then the battery sat. So I remember the last time I'd seen it was about 50, 60%. And then it sat in the cold in my trunk. And then, so, yeah, it didn't even, I'm glad I had it, but it didn't boost my car. It boosted everyone else's. But
Yeah. Did what make is it? Do you know?
I'm sorry. Oh, it's one of those Mastercraft Canadian Tire ones.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't know if you've seen it. There's a brand name called NoCo.
Mhm.
They are awesome. You can
yeah?
get them at Canadian Tire too. We sell them at our branch, and we'll see. We've seen the Canadian Tire will post the exact same model, and what they do, they inflate the retail price and then put it like 60% off.
Yeah.
And we're still cheaper at a regular price.
Oh, wow.
So, but they're great. Like my boss has one, and even like the salesman for a battery place in town here, he said the one winter he charged it fully, he put it in his vehicle in like October,
Right.
and never used it. Pulled it out in April and checked the charge. It was still at 70%.
That's pretty good. I'm
Yeah.
bad, and honestly, I don't even do it once per quarter. I really don't charge it, but I really knew I was pushing my luck. Like, having gone 3 times, it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
And on the Friday, I told my dog I should bring this up, but I'm tired. And then the Saturday or the Sunday, I think it was the Saturday, and my wife went out and did what she did, and she cleared the snow off the car, did whatever, and they were running everything off the battery. It's like, and the worst part is, I got this little heads-up display on my dashboard, so it puts it up on the windshield, and it shows you the speed and all that other shenanigans. But when you first turn on the car, it shows you your amps, and on the Toyota, out of the 16 amps, you need 12 to 12.2 or something to turn over.
Yeah.
And of course, when they come back in the house the first time to tell me, I killed the car. I'm sorry, honey. It's like, what do you mean you killed the car? She goes, well, we've been running it all this time. I go, you mean you haven't left yet? No, we've been cleaning the car and doing this, and you didn't have the car on? No, we had the battery. It's like, oh. Jesus, this whole time, and it was probably the coldest day of the year for us at that point, and it's like, okay. Well, I do have the jump box. I'll go down and I'll jump the car. And it's like, oh, no, I didn't recharge it.
Yeah.
But I still I figured, I've done it 3 times, which is the most I've done without doing a recharge. And it's like, because usually I'm smart enough to bring it up after helping one guy. But yeah, dumb on me.
It's a good teaching moment anyway.
Yeah, no, that's it. From now on, if I boost anybody, it's coming inside to get a full charge, and then I'll take it back down the next day.
And now, if you're gonna run, you want to run accessories in the car, start it first.
Yeah.
Then run it.
Well, when it's -5, I have run it, for 2 half-hour breaks during the day without turning the car on, no issue. And I've done that lots in the last bunch of years. But one day, I had, it was -10-ish, and I went through the first break in the morning, and then, just run the radio. I was charging my phone, and I'm sitting in the car. And then I go at a second break, 4 hours later, and I put it into accessory mode. I want to do the same thing, and I go, it's a little cold. It's a little too cold because I got 2 different blankets in the car, a fleece one and a wool one that my mom made for me, and I put them on. I go, I'm going to turn on the car. I want the seats and everything nice and toasty, and it's like click, 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 like and then I boosted myself, right?
Yeah.
And that was learning lesson. Okay, it's getting a little colder. Maybe I shouldn't go both brakes on the accessory, because in the summer I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Battery only, not a big deal, both brakes. But yeah, in the winter, we were kind of dumb. But I had my jump box, and 2 minutes later, and then I took the opportunity. Well, I got the jump box out. I'm going to do the tires too, and I inflated the tires up. And everyone's looking at me in the cold. What the hell are you doing? Full service? I go, yeah, why not?
Yeah, everyone pull the vehicle around.
Yeah, I'll tell you though, I looked at my tires this morning before we went out, and it's like, ooh, I really should probably pump them up, and I didn't want to do it in the cold. It's like Toyotas are like, even if you go in for service, they really like their tires soft because it's it's a comfortable ride.
Yeah.
And my inflation is supposed to be 32s. It's supposed to be 32 pounds, and I like to go harder. I go, on 32s, I go 34, 35. I like a harder tire normally. And I've never popped them or anything. God help me if I ever pop it. But I've always gone harder. Even my bicycle tire, same thing. I always push it,
What do you run for tire pressure usually? You said 32?
Well, that's what they want, and I like to go 2 or 3 more.
Yeah, like I'm usually the car. I always go 35.
Yeah.
And my truck, I usually go 40 or 45. But even my truck, they're not high load rating tires. They're still just like truck tires.
Yeah.
But
now,
I like them a little harder.
Now, the portable pump I got is pretty good. I got that at Canadian Tire. It wasn't expensive. No, I like that one because I can just hook it on. No, I'm not going to have a big release of air before it works. And then I can set the pressure. So I do like that. But it's slow. The compressor, and it's noisy, and it's slow.
Yeah.
It's got a nice long cord. It's got like 22 feet of cord. So it's really handy.
It'll be good to get you out of a jam.
Well, that's what-
amazing over there.
That's the thing. I got everything in the back I need. I got empty gas can, the extra. I got the jump box. I got the compressor for the tires. I'm ready for anything when I remember to use everything properly.
Yeah.
And actually, it was a good day, even though we hadn't gotten my wife running, and she had to use the neighbor. But it was still good because I was able to show her how to use the boost box, so that was cool.
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, you put this here, you put this here," and yeah, it was cool because she hadn't done that before. She's very capable, but yeah, she hadn't had an opportunity to do that before.
Well, yeah, those NOCO boxes, they're slick. Like you hook up positive, negative, and they've just got a button. You press the button, and like if you got the key on the vehicle and you go and you're hooked up, say you're dead, you press that button and you hear everything just come to life. And if you're sitting in the seat, you'll see, and even the lights, they kind of go over bright.
Okay.
Because even the small version, the smallest one they make is a 2,000 amp boost.
Yeah.
Like it's just the lights just go boom.
There's one, like there was one I wanted to get, or I thought about getting. It's not much bigger than a cell phone, and it's a lithium battery. The problem is lithium's horrible in the cold. I know because my cell phone will go to 0 in 15 minutes in the cold if you leave it too long.
Yeah.
Which it's always in the car, unfortunately. I got a little insulated thing and I put it in. It helps the phone not go to 0 sometimes, but it's not perfect.
I find mine will do that in my pocket. Like I have my phone, I find I have my iPhone in my jean pocket.
Yeah.
And I've had at times where I've been outside for like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'll go to use my phone and it'll shut off because it got too cold.
It's too cold. Yeah.
Yeah. Surprisingly, like even with just in your pocket, you'd think your warmth of your leg would keep it warm, but not enough. Apparently.
Not nearly enough. No, lithium is really bad for cold. So I didn't buy that, but then someone's got another gimmick, and it's if your battery has a little bit of a charge, this thing's got some sort of super capacitor in it, and what it will do is it'll ramp itself up, so it's supercharging itself off of your near dead battery if it has a little bit, and then you get one zap, and it's enough to bring it to life apparently. But if it doesn't work, then you're screwed. But it's very small and tiny, and you could put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
And I thought about that too. It's like I ain't spending $50 on something that might not work.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that hideous face!
I know. I might have to turn the camera off again. I'm not sure.
You might have to put the mask on.
Where's
the mask?
With all the Kleenex jammed in your nose.
We're all gonna. Yeah, I know. We're all gonna have, up our noses here. Yeah, so I'm five chips in.
Don't drink it all. You still got the whole bag.
Oh, I ain't finishing this bag. It's not happening. I want to see if there's a real. You know where the worst one is? The one in the bottom is the worst one.
Oh yeah. It's where the dust settles. I was gonna go get a drink of milk, but then I found out my dad stole my milk jug, so I had to deal with NW because I was feeling a little lightheaded.
That one had a lot of powder on it.
Oh, fun.
Oh my God. That was bad. And I inhaled it too. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Oh, you know what? We're going to cut this one off. We're done.
Yeah.
We're good. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah.
That was bad. Oh, that was bad. Too much. Oh. Please don't clip this. I know I can't stop you, but oh God, it's so bad. All right. It's been fun, guys. Peace.
Yeah.
See ya.
Oh.